Adom TV so na ya mo achini ya mo akwaba bra so se de badwam dwumedie ebre wo ehun se ya ye de eye adwom a eno no ekenya wo twen ben etwedi ampo nyankopon anopa no na afi ebubu akoma no de eden kura no wona mu na wo de ada wonyame ase wo so anopa ya ma na ase eno so enchen wabisade no sanse nipa bebre no eya na yenya adaje nkan hira atwedi ampo nyankopon de amanke bi wo so ne edi ni yie pa ntinka yadwom tro bibia eya seda sanse ese ye moja to de na ye no kra no na nyankopon nim ye ntu ha na da bia choka binum mpaye ne gaga no nyame onim ntu de so ya da na se so ma ade pa che so wo ma ade pa che no kire sa ade no obeyo tigidie nko a na ehia arapa ye famina na sei ampofo eje na mi aminu ba Lady D yo.
Oh, what face Sister Sandy. Sister Sandy, money.
Baby, Obi, Sister Sandy.
No,
Lady D yo no.
Okay. Lady D, not the yo, na so. Lady D yo. Sister Sandy, good morning.
Yamanachi na no pe baby Obi a. Na anope ye wonkomo bebre a wo sie die enra enti ene se Ghana de hye na free Ukraine bi ba bedruye na penifo eguso hwese enenso bi ba bedru na Ghana Immigration Service so release statement enra say from ene who say na first match o obenem bosome de di kan ne ebronya chi bosome miensa yewura 2022 bosome miensa no emu ne yewura na first match bosome we nsusu no eye oman nyina no bosome kese pa anti sa bosome be di Ghana ho nkomo bebre ene so nyame adoma nondu 10 am nhyiamudie bi bekoso wo conference center de enra ye boss wo no wo mo a ye awofo ye ahwefo wade hye no abusuafo Ukraine no foreign ministry no mo hye di nkomo a kire mo ne mo ye o made hye no ba bia o mo wo brom ba bedru anase mpontutu ya mpenifo aye omo no ene nondu nti wo yo bi afi na wate de a nhye wo ho no ne anopa exactly 10 am sa nhyiamudie no ebekoso na chese bibia aye kama anti abotoyem ena womoso ene na mwachire ye aye hu ebi wu ena Ghana for de omani nkomunyai sa because nhyehyeye gu akwam but eba sa na aye enye mpofiri mu ade age se nhyehyeye fa akwam na afen so yesre Ukraine for se yetwi ya yete he ya omokan wo mo tibia adwobreo because na no ya na covid ku nipa koye enti mo nso mfa ntokwa meku nipa nsei enwapade twema menche no kra bebo nti adwobreo na yesre but nenyina mu no nso no wo fasidi ya zamo
nyame adom na so
nyame adom ye ho ye ade ache die say bibia fine say the abane say so ye Ghana ni this year ukito manfoforo so eye passport and citizenship mpo na sala ukram so ye Ghana ni dia ukita Ghana card bibia wo free ba no eye enkura hodo a omo share international civil aviation organization ase ikawo na se ne de ufi oba ultimate Ghana card no onye visa oh yes no ba bi start ne nti say no wo betimi age o passport na ba na ne de no na okukuta Ghana card na okona ba bi rem ati ase
ayi arena de mama nna nkrofo yase Bedrock Hotel ewo Anomabo me nso post wo mo ne ade em se nso mo hwe wo pa enya me nko na se enya me nko na nko
se mo baaye no nko ani nipa se wani wo so a wo boso na ba bi otumfo bo pam so na dia okoda hotel na oba na obo ma ba so sa na je so ma hwe
enya hwe
no mo so hye ne ba o
maybe ebiba but Bedrock Hotel wa no ma boy wo kwa no ho pe ye do mo ase papa omaduane de so pep
omaduane so ye
oh yes banku ni nkuma bi pa omo ye se wani se o ka kire ne wa chepa urade nyango
ese aduane 19 na akamfo
enye aduane no
okay
na me ka kire omo som ye ko ho mo je ye fine
empani nyina ye
friends empani ye dan mo so fine to say no we nye dede nti obi ati me da so ti Bedrock ku twemu akoke koso dia no mabo Yes, anyway.
Here sorry ni bon. Papa ye ne mpa enye. Duma ekodi no le fa mpa.
Hotel de mpanya na wo ye de.
There be ye wo baby ekoda wo hia mpa ye ne mpa enye. Asompa na ha.
Emu odin. Mu se wanom bi no mo de aye mpa. Titinua ni bi dede nim emu ye.
Ne ha wo bia. Okay.
Da wo so nti ye do mo ase. Nyame hira wo mo. Nyame hira wo mo papa pa ye do mo ase. Ba so wonim say ya start project bia. Director ebe confirm. Ye schools ni bebre nye. Titru cracking chumru. Ehona ye pese ye boda wuro no na ban ne mpanufo tie. Nti ye aha ne nkobwo because every day so hwe obapa wote form blocks so esuade. Na wote akonya so kakapempo aboatia because ebre no mde aye say de omode ebonko.
Amde abo apata.
Eno ka apata papa be apata blackboard ebo ho nti enu nti na aye apata. Ba nkra ne de ehu say aso mo tibia bi ase eye open space nti so to ya sore ko dia ya sore ko ohun nti ha dwen mpanifo Ghana Education Service district ho monko na monko hwe na kratin twumur de me se me twen ada school papa mehu school papa wo te say omo health bibia no enhye da nkoyi yes eye underdeveloped eye oti region na nkasa.
Yes, oti region the omo issues.
Yes.
Omo issues papa.
I need na mam kaza
omo issues. Oti region. Damban ni omo yes. Me who say regional minister now buy no na famu de ba omo hia moa. Aban sika no kakra na ekọ na ntimi moa omo. Omo hia enkrofo a omo ekita sika omo pese omo ye bibi because omo say omo arable lands bibi obi opeso ye kua no ne ade no. Tiosan kofo di sika ko
na yesu sonson twen aban hwe efie bia eye hiafo fie seden nyame pagya baako
sure
saa na otimantam no emu nye te seden eye den ya nyame apagya binum wom apart from wo nyame apagya wo fi mantam nim no ankrankra binum so wo ha ye se Ghana de sabra na ye nye ne ye ade what I say emra so say ye nyai say yeti ye kuro makura na se ho a ne ye to nkra sa aban mesi ya ne ma yen ye nyai wo etiti se ba bia mo amoma ne kosa apata ne mu no
sure
what I say ye mo ye ho model
at least se bia aban ma ye fra no me bi pra betimi ahye bibia se
yes carpenter wo no
e ya ban asede but ye so ye ti kuro mo no he se obetiti abofra bedi ti se bia 3-5 years wani aka nanim ne ho aye nika na okọ school wodan boni we mu na akodwira gu ne so obi ba teacher ni na ode na ko training college afi na okodi teacher no abehwe no no na edan ya kodwira gu ne so ye ye titi ye kuro ni ye fi ye kuro mu no ye yankasa nso ye hyase na ye mo no ba ye kanasa no aban so aya wo de aban wo so aya wo de na sese wo ye no aya ye nyai emfaso dodo bebre na ye pe na ye de man ya ne atemfaso ansa na ye pe eyi no na ne aya na ye me ya ne se sankola we nyina no BEC ene wasi ni duru so a omo ne omo ewo kuro no on betro the same question the same time
BEC ya okay you release results into who details beba
we provisional boy
yeah provisional yeah
but your director wo be ko fie ya mpedu o wari fie nkunu ni ai tino mama ye na nyame ase fie nkunu
boga
ye pe mo aka ho be 90 years now almost together ebi mo wari 50 years 58 years I'm say wow nti erade shravel be ko fie mpedu ene lender ampedu Mrs. I mean shramo nti mo nya nai nti ye by this time say busuani mu tresa
so aboga for na ya na fo mu nti ye de nyame ase de nyame ase pa ye nko ne ko fa kase ne mrai ba e dia ka beto house
kwa Badom TV Badwam kase ye enebna anopai eye bosome foforo Ghana bosome no me mo akwa Badebam na anopai sam ne do so ne todwa wo mu bi a wo betini NDC amanyoko no a report Akufo Addo amamwe de akọ Commonwealth of Nation de wo ye no anyade se twaye ye de mu nchiremu no ebebramo National Peace Council so onso wo mani nye ho sade ye de wo mo ahye amanyofuo mu no like ye accuse wo mo mayo mo politicians no wo mani nye sa kasa no ho eno ne nsem bi ena no pa mede som mo Adom TV Badwam kase oba Facebook/Adom TV akase no ho like a comment na share Go TV 176 Adom TV ho and a DSTV 280 anopa mi amesom mo mede ye fia amankwa tamaklo afia ni DMT said nsem ni kiremu ankasa etie NDC amanyoko no ene akwakobo amane de akire Commonwealth of Nations say NPP amanyoko ya mampani adodankwa akufuado edi wanim se Ghana o mampani no ade a wode NDC fo FM wo mrahye bedwafo ene ase kabi suba bi a wode bu man no nyame anim ni enya de se wormo ebo ejoso just wan ko kan se bi amfa ban yi ho wose ye ni etebiro ni ede court ye court nso a na ye see one time wormo ntiase na twetwe ni pani de ma NDC amanyoko Johnson esedum ketia ede de sansemi etudwa
ya hunu bie mu se atemu adwuma na nkasa no womo ankasa womo kuo eye mranimfo kuo ne ande enu nti no a ehwe suban bia Ghana lawyer bia esese obuo na womo nhihye wo ho no saa kuo na ehwe so afra no General Legal Council no womo da bia no akoyese womo ekako afabi enti wo hwe lawyer fo a womo wo man mu a womo asi womo bo se womo de ye NDC fo no bibia obeye kakra bi no ne atwe no se begina ha wa anye se ya ye beje wo license enso so no womo a womo wo MPP afa e wo man mu no womo kan de chensa enso ye mfra womo ba bia akra ne abu atanya tia wo bia odwan ne Commonwealth a ukro mu sa ne maboni bi eye adwuma wo ho no yetime twen free Commonwealth num na emfaso a ese onya free mu no ye gi free unsam na akotra nchen a eno na be hyew ama wa hwese ne mabone a wo ya enti ye twen free mu no wo be kura wa kwa mu ansa na ya san de waba ti de ye hwehwa ne se Commonwealth betie yasem na womo pa womo nyi fact finding team ye mewe se ensemo aye kan ewo mu ana se enim
Peace Council penifo se womani nye ho kapreba sade Ghana fo binom ede wano asi won so se Peace Council no kra womo adane amanyofo na womo chemu anya sa na etie na nso ade chi ade ese bia no se ye bo omo sadin no ene nya ade se womo bojo so dem so enei owura bi ode Alhaji Swala Abdallah Kwanda Bono Regional Executive Secretary de ma NDC se wombe kosoa na ayi National Peace Council no womo abo wonmo chi so womo adan wo ho amanyofo ehyehyehye amanyoko bi achi de enti ema pani ne kasa asem no Adom TV edeba
sa ese Christopher umunsuya bibi afi Muslim religion a Muslim kramofo ese umunsuya bibi afi Christian religion ena yamfa obuo ama yehu yema odonso wo ho da bia ye se ye kan se ye nyina ye nipa baako ye Ghanaians first ye hu se ye fellow citizens ye fellow human beings na ye nim se ye sum Nyankopon Nyankopon pese ye do no na ye do ye yonku ye fasa asem no ye adwuma ye be ma asomdwe ba
ko fa tete de no se hard work respect any die is hani man nyina boa ne de amamre ne amane eye adwuma mi gidi se niema sisi mati makawi ebi mu hwi ase de gunipa so bi mu bokro ne ade nyina no bebre ase eno nti mom yenkofa tete de no ade osom de ne kabo mu a mi gidi se oman no betimi akonkan de binim se anya da bia se wa so dem ne kenkan bible nko ana ye fasting nko ne mom religion should be practicalized say timi ne yamamre ne yasetena no eye kama nti ne press before aye methodist for ye den nkremu for ye den traditional authorities so ye den say we so ha ye kamom gidi say wetimi aye bi aboa oman no chechire
sebi ye political leaders say regional minister say minister bi say MC omo ye mpanyinfo na omo san so eye nipa say ye peo the fact say we regional minister ana we MC no nkire say onfom ana na muntu obi ho a wutu a wona muntu nyina na ye ne kwan so but o say etimi nya nipa bi no mpanyimfo bi a o metimi atwe o madwen akosi nema bi a ana muntu bi a o mutu so a emmoa eman no emmoa amamu emmoa nipa
this year any asenkafo a wormo fa chindiri banda kwan no so e wo krache intwomru mensini mu otimantemo no wo mu sra aban pa so wo mo kwan na atete apansam no aban ye nidie mu abra na be ye ma wo mo fi se esanse kwan ni nyenti ene be etime bua makuro kwa animu no wo mo etomu esini Adom TV kase edeba
Tobi yari kurampo ukobanda ayasam fa akwaduru chanderi so ayasam unya moto kurampo moto ntimi na tintantam na o ye be kono asam no be ha nipa no nipa de yari kurampo anyeye sese kwana na kuramso be sane nyina nya ukofo kurampo ayasam kwani nye mai wo bas kurampo so be kakra markati wono nda fom no
ya hana adiane fi ekọ nso fa ha kwa na kwa ne nya kiti uto aminamu a se we ya pienu na ayeti ya kwa ne nya yesra ban se omomodin onto na ne hwe ye yeso ya ka Ghana ho ayese ye de yanka ho ehwe a ese Ghana no ye yanka ho bi de besra ban bebre adura abato a na ye nyina na eto aba bi na ya di omo akodo ye pese mpunto be banti na eto aba
Frank amane de papa cause ohwe bra ye bra wa ha yeso ye ka citizens of Ghana ho cause eduru abattoa na mo ba campaign say ento aba so ejiso na eto aba because ohwe kwaya ida ha fichindere ekomanda enye nipa kutoa na fasa kwa yesu nti e sanse kwa nyendu ama amanfo agya hafa o mo fa ha bi nti we de ye di ya bisa de ne ya sra de to aba nim so ohwe embobo esu efe no oni ni mpanyifo o mo hwe no mo mbo aye ese sa kwa nyenti no mpanyifo bebre wa wase nkomo fa kwa edwuma nti bayire afuma mi do yi mitimi do more than 30,000 mi kase kwa nyenti no amakas entimi mba aha na bayire efiri ekwa ha na akra ti ebesra aban se kwan no onye maye sa be ya ebetima do bayire ni bebre abetima ko aha na akra
mami nyine mu pandai mensini mu northern region so ho aye dene e wo sakro no munti enei se wo kwa kobu ensu a pan ya se 50 pesos nti ma no ano ode ma wo mu na 50 pesos no ensu no dodo se na wo hia na 50 pesos ahe na awa obetumi de atosa ensu no penifomra emeboa wo
mensa 1 cedi enti nsuo no asama ye dia maye enti ya o mo hwe nsuo no su maye nsuo ni de kpanda ye bre nsuo pa se kpanda na ye kese wo do sukuro no mu enti nsuo na ya nsuo ye ena light be no ayi light no mutumi du no ntemtem ti no mutumi pompi nsuo no su ntemtem maye
last year na fine ba ko 30 pesos me 50 pesos but this year so ba ko 40 pesos me ensa 1 cedi is stress on baby be my bet me to me no me see like if we light bill ne fuel no ma to and ama if you know
edru so tabreta mo se ana pipe na epa edru ba this time dia pipe no emba na nso no na etwa ba like time mo be due so no 1 3 asana na pipe no na abakakra munya kakra na nso no so atwa enya nso bebre bia ma mo benya e na aburo aso no ba this time nti enya so ti ya ka ya so mo ye na ya ya mboa owo
no na da UPSC branch aye Utah no ya Dr. Mankwafosu na nei wodi sembi atudwa se wo hwe se de Utah strike na mu aye twan no ne ade na ni nyina gina se wo mo sem na wo kan ehia wo mo papa enu nti na achore sa no wo mo srempani 42 ni aban se wo mo sem ode ato ho no wo hwe so obedi so kosi se 4th March ne beba nti sa de a ene se wo mo hye bono ano besimi asaba so
wo be worry kakra se Mumpanyifo, I take a decision. Say, mun suspend the strike for about 10 days. Na, I feel the about where Kosunilano is like side decision I take here, no. About one kutia side decision. In a way, you feel worried because you took the decision having in mind some considerations based on the appeals. Ghana for any painful BI, any court no say and some back. So you thought say you were doing the right thing. But in another way, that should also tell us, members no be no baby a could do no, and no man could ye mom, and they are not prepared to say ombeto mobo, copim some benya ombenya. In a way, no, it should also tell us as government and as even the people in the country say conditions nenye the average university lecturer. And that is why the average university lecturer, no, he's prepared to go for the full haul, regardless of the consequences. I think so in a way, no, yes, the decision take here, no, or a kutia there, but in a way, so it should tell all of us, say, a normal or a juma or as a binding to me, efa your condition of service. NEC Asia last week Monday and you take a decision no say strike you know you best suspend it until you suspended strike you know Tuesday officially you know on Wednesday UPSC lecturers you started HRD it's say now NEC akase yenko na yenko HRD whilst we suspend the strike for negotiations to go on into UPSC there nyame adom ye sha de kire na say last week Wednesday the see e bi mo kira de e bi mo so market ni nyina ekoso pepepe
ani adodan kwakufu ado say aban no de nhihye fufuro bi ba kwan ya ombefa so ministries ni agencies department no wo mo sika no wo bete so ho mo chemu aduru no 20% wo afi mo sabe ya ni nyina no betimi akeka ho bi ma yensika sam egineye.
We have to make concerted efforts as partners to hasten our recovery from COVID-19 by finding intelligent ways of bringing everyone on board to contribute their quota, no matter how small. Government, on its part, is implementing a policy of cutting the budgets of ministries, departments, and agencies by 20% this year as its contribution to measures to ensure fiscal consolidation. The conference will pay much attention to this subject of social protection, including unemployment benefits. I continue to hope that our dons will see this in that light and help bring the impasse to an end so that the education of our young people can resume in serenity.
The single spine pay policy was introduced in 2010 to deal with inequalities in public sector pay. But after over a decade of implementation of the single spine pay policy, we are witnessing growing pay inequality across the public service. The situation is worse in the mining sector, Mr. President. A few years ago, Goldfields Ghana declared over 20,000 permanent workers redundant and rehired them the next day on contract. Our affiliate, the Ghana Mine Workers Union, received a letter from Newmont, Ghana, another mining company, declaring their intention to start a redundancy exercise, and what they intend to do is not different from what Goldfields did.
Engineer no so na Adom TV Badwam kasia no pay na hana bema kwan na yede ni nyina sie medi afia amankwa tamakula agudie mo nsam oba Professor Ike Wallace etwaso.
My etwaso agudie nsam we na no pay oneexpert.com na ode asia konkon ede nsam no brosa enra ne enkrofo disike na enkrofo be disike no atanchan ya Jifas Mesha ode asia konkon sa na yede brewo kopie mo wo Spain and Granada ne Cadiz enra na 0-0 in the Spanish La Liga enra Atlanta in Italian Serie A. When Sampdoria, the Premsoche Sampdoria, Tinidi, 4 to over 2.5, over 3.5 above oneexpert.com. Yingra sa game. Right, and 4 goals and Atlanta Timiche Sampdoria, Bono Kashan and so 5 Mamena, Yanko Pimo, the Russia. Then I think Ukraine so no Ukraine won some near the bar and it's FIFA and the one gym, we first saw the one gym says they say Russia national team. And Russia clubs have bought various clubs competitions in Nano, Yayomo, and the Fimo.
FIFA, any UEFA, Comutira Bumua, Omatra Crata, Tintin Yaba Montene, Efan Russia Mino, Suba, what done a dino. If you are watching a tray, and I'm in Timmy who was in a bassa Bassa, Pajano, Homeneswa, Russia Mino, Etwasha Ukraine for so, Atete one, and Yama Ecosono, Obia Bonyoso, and no Nam Sunti. E ko mienu ya ka omutira bomu o mo kire se e wa godie mu no etitire ene football mu no o mo ntena ho ene Russia man no simple national team ana se clubs awodo o mo Russia man no mu no ya mo mo kwan ene mo fa mo hu ngia kansie bia FIFA ene UEFA ahyehye no enti e free na ekoi FIFA World Cup playoff akansie adan ka ebeba so Russia no yetu Russia man na sensan enya no nko a UEFA Champions League se Russia team bia qualify no de nani kire wono mo a wanye peni ya fa na ni nkyirase enkosi akan no bi afa UEFA Europa League ene de ekeka ho no nso Momo yama dwene so mo de omoni kirase akosi akan no. Enye saa na se FIFA ane UEFA nsa so omumu a. Asotwe eson pa no. Ye do beto omo so. Nti se ne nkrata na tie no. Sa somdwe ya ye gbo ho dawuro no. Se Russia man no ntuomo ho ansi ho. No manya ntum ane Ukraine anka mbomu a. Sa asotwe omo yin firi omo so ne eyin firi omo so chena.
And the Spartak Moscow and my national team no so World Cup playoff one be born on nyina no yese mo ntana nchen kra emperor of nti no ne sene e won sam asi atiehye no so ma say oneexpert.com okay ho no pa na den sam radio bro yen the Ghanaian Premier League now Great Olympics me no ka say o ma fra koto so mienu on the league table and ra mo etimi gina mo na so ball RTU e ka mienu a RTU atie kare mo bako.
The 18 fixtures of the Ghana Premier League for season 2021-2022, and we are live from the Accra Sports Stadium. It's the venue for the game between Accra Great Olympics and Real Tamale United. My name is Nana Dakwa Jesse, and together with Philip Sichofe Astrim, there we go. It's Olympics who gets us going. Here is George Asamoah. Free kick taken straight to the... And that's the opening goal for Great Olympics. Great Olympics have opened the deadlock. George Asamoah.
Yeah, the ball takes a bounce, but he has absolutely no excuse because he's under no pressure here. Should be getting hold of the ball, but drops it. George Asamoah is on hand off the post and back onto him, but redirected into the back of the net. An early lead.
Watch his free kick. Headed down by Abe. Decent drive. Headed down by Abdullahi. Watch his ball in and it goes straight to Stephen Kwaku. Half time, Olympics 1, RTU 0. It's RTU who gets us going for the second half. They are down by 1-0 against the Capital Club Great Olympics. Referee looks on as he's impeded, no foul. Here's Victor Edu, does he get an equalizer? Great save from Stephen Kwaku. That was a power drive from Edu.
Looking at that pass and look at that pass through the channel there. Victor Edu onto his right foot there, just right down the laces, and goalkeeper is making a very good catch.
RTU looking dangerous. It's a penalty for Real Tamale United. For RTU, he steps forward and he makes it 1-1. Cool and calm. Great finish. It's Olympics 1, RTU 1. His third goal of the season in 15 games.
And the coolest man on the pitch was him, slotting the pass. The goalkeeper in an area where he couldn't even dream of diving to. When it's area.
RTU desperately defending. Philip Saki. That's Olympics get the winner. And yes, they have it. Ibrahim Souley coming off the bench. It looked like everything was going against Anawoka, and now his substitute has got the...
And it's 3 points in the bag for Great Olympics. The table is why the power. But one more coach say Anawoka after the game needs somebody to journey.
I feel too happy, and before then I think I have to give thanks to the Almighty Father, then to my players for the hard fourth game that we have to win the match at the end of it all.
Did you see it coming? Because in the second half, RTU put in everything and they got the penalty and they got the equalizer as well. Did you see it coming that you could sneak it through?
Honestly, I knew it's going to be a difficult game. And I knew the way they were going to play in the whole game. I know they're going to sit back in the first half. Then in the second half, they will open up. And that was exactly what they did. And it was pressure on us until they had their penalty. I also did some changes which I knew definitely those I'm bringing in are going to fight. But all the same, it is the doing of the Lord. So I say thanks to the Almighty for giving me this sweet victory.
Well, you are on that sweet victory. You are now just second on the table, and that should order well for you going.
All right, Coach Anawoka, aka Sweet Fanta Diallo. and ordinary summer to just no na Shaibu Tanko Ibrahim so head coach to my RTU.
As expected, I mean our wishes were not met. For that matter, I mean we have to take it that way.
Now, would you say that your players are showing some form of fatigue? Because in the first half, there seems to be some lethargic showing from the players, and then you came back strongly in the second half. You got an equalizer, but then, you left it all again.
Yeah, I wouldn't attribute it to that, except that luck eluded us. That's how I attribute it to. Now, because we had so many chances, we handled the ball so many times. If I don't know your statistics, but I should think we were the better side as far as the game was concerned.
Now you're just a point above relegation, and you still have some more matches to go, all right, though. But how difficult does it make the situation for you now?
Yeah, it's really difficult, but we shall scale through.
Now, during this transfer window, you did some business. You brought in some players, including a former national youth team player, played a winning team for a while, so that's called Shafiq Muntari, but he's still not in the team yet. What is the real reason behind
that? I mean, there was a technical hitch. I mean, from our side and the FA. So that is our bottleneck.
Any idea how long it will take for?
Right, I'm around the table and so on. You'll be at the beer, be so common. You pan and you say yes, sir. You say yes, super on top of the table. Asane Kotoko 40 points, and I Kotoko after 18 matches, Great Olympic second. 31 points, became a Tosomi and South 30, and Adriana Stars Toso 9, and 30 points, top 4 no round. Kim Faisa Betoso no 29, Mediama Tosunsia, our 29 to folk Toso, and so our 26, became Toso or 25, and a Brecum Chelsea Toso, and Cron, our 25. We send a first 9 ACT, Tormono Dreams. Or 23 or Tosu do Legon Cities, Tosu do Bako or 22, and I finished on Ash Gold, and so Eddie Holte, Eddie Swa, Nayanamwa, Living Legends, and Wasiano, 11 Wonders, Wafa, and a Mina Sharks, no more Riakala, and so Frana more from Basra, is almost Tosu, a 15th group, then Gold Stars, RTU, Ash Gold, and a 12 in order. Then I finished on Legon Cities, Tosu do Bakwe, and it sent a table no AC at year after match day 18. Young consent from Mona, young Hessen is here, Jifas Mesha, or the Asia Concona, then in Samono at the air bar. Now, when himself, PMO Africa, a man born in my banner qualifies, Nimwa, any more than pa, Nano Crown, Nigeria for Be Ghana, at the FIMO to me and qualifying for PMO Afcon, Nasi and Nona, Ketias of Kreku, where President of the Ghana Football Association, or said Nanobetum, ain't me Massia Koba Afcon, Yimwana telephone, Yum Fumo rough, sir.
I don't think that the current structure and format is fair enough. Same is the opinion also of my colleague from Nigeria, President Pinnick, and a few others. And I think that it's something that the competitions department of the Confederation of African Football is having a look at, because we've made a good case for CAF to relook at the format of the competition. At the end, Africa has to be represented by the best teams, okay? Now, beyond that, I've also been calling for a special qualification tournament for the Women's World Cup, okay? I mean, pitching both the AFCON women and the World Cup together for me is not a good strategy. We should have a different qualification tournament for the women for the World Cup and a separate competition for the AFCON women. And it's something that I'm pushing. And at the Executive Council level at CAF, I'm going to pick up and follow up with this conversation.
Right, and on the Brady Tuja, President, Ghana Football Association, Racket years, Okreko, Jifas Mesha, OneXBet.com. I am Cometema, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Wakache, na me patron, and I ponsa, where CEO, the Mabukunde, Erban, and say, Momana Bosome, Dumochi. Nothing soon support a beer, and yes, $100 a pay. Obesi Stadium, can see you Ghana, ha, Obia Jubia.
Then we have said, and I got to call 10 million supporters. 10 million. I don't need 10 million supporters. I need 100,000 committed supporters. And I'll build a stadium for Kotoko.
Hold on, baby.
Seminya. 100,000 committed supporters in there. 100,000 committed supporters in there. Benedict. Seminya 100,000 committed supporters. Ediomu Dimba say yeah committed to Kotoko. We'll build the stadium within 18 months.
100,000 supporters.
Say na beso mutua.
Omutua just $500
every month.
No, one of $100.
So mutua na ba ko pese bom.
Yes.
One also mutua $100. $100. Okay, $100 is see be 680.
Keep it in dollars. $100 multiply by 100,000.
18 months we be stadium.
Yes. Calculate. It's 10 million.
I will be in fancy come be supporters this account.
Yes. Let's calculate. $100 multiplied by 100,000. They're saying $10 million.
Yeah.
I need 1 million Kotok supporters. I need 100,000 committed Kotok supporters to give me $100.
Nana Yamponsa, ye CEO de ma Kotok, na yenko pie mo wo ye ensemfo from ye kopi oni Biase United nana wada video bi abeto mu a papa ono na ni Biase bo ku ne de Owura Abdul Salam Yakubu eta referee as yan so mu na referee ne bank sen kan minim be referee ne da say o she go a referee no say offside ne ko ku referee ne kra na video ne beto mu no oba be ya no.
Chairman, friends, we video now. As now, John Tino, but suddenly, friends, near friends, what it told me, baby. And I'm so good, but also dashing. Suddenly, who's a old dash call assistant referee, and no dinner buy.
Wallace, Tema, begin on number row. Tema, be on number row because they want all officiate number row would be fool. Wallace, only me, life, my life, me mbuwa kwalada. My life, me no bakra, me mbuwa bada. Tise bema bi kutrebi, anani bufu wabato me nye bida. Only my life. Obi o close to me, and obi o ni mi bi eni mi de wa mete.
Eh, but afa we dey ase. What da share man for crack it nkamu. Obi a wo da ase no. Wallace,
this is a goal in football. This is a goal. Senye Yasuma referee way, and as Omaji at the Mujia, and I mean the woman canon. The only very wicked, especially that life. Very wicked. Very wicked. Because of poor young university. Now, when you cry me fast what me back them out. And there may be a Tommy, as I'm a baby crowd. Can you make me cry mobile? Now, I other team, home team. Ejina ho say man fans o wie me nyina no mo man fans FIFA is like a man fans o wie am be bia me ejina no to wala tema bond two mo no me hu say alliance no me nim ade e dia ma no me hu say alliance no on di go no
but say no what me pejam go
me pejam ti
when you
me pejam ti na me hu ye me pejam ti na me hu say me omo ye jubilate na me pejam ti na me hu say Wapeja, and the name was very wicked.
Eh, my president, no one you go, but I didn't now call lines and so sir. On also dash you dash a corner so sir. Only the most.
I don't know Sudan here.
Until Owura Abdul Salam Yakubu no so dashing. They're dashing. Yes, Abia or Kobo referee and all dashing. What I say, no what's a man. I was 1xbet.com now. I'm on for the Belis Kagumbo to matches. I hold the beer matches by 200 and I cost to wait this career go bottom G-Fast Mesha and so the Asia Conquano premiere in some idea, bro. And yes, said Jomanocho, Bana Paribo, Tremi producers, Kaisa, with the Nankasa, Baka Kijuan, and Erica see Dupo, because I have a dream Adom TV.
Okay, yatna se nemom Ghana nkomo ne yesi hunkonya oman hene kwabna sante enyina ntenten afamro nemom yemiensa ena yede Ghana nkomo no ebro enkomo kwa yewo ede mawo no yenim se hu hia wo yenim se wo so wo party entira de bia wotena Adom TV bedwam dwumade ho anopetututu no enti ene ye gina oman hene kwabna sante anemo na yede Ghana nkomo no abro na ye nkomo ayede nam no amane body ya mema ne taibo ti wa be ma she yemfi
ene ye behere eye school ahodo emu ensem na ye nyina ye ko school megidi ye se se wa wo hwe wa nkombe mpokura na obabi ana onua bi ekobi obi anim school so mfaso man bia mpuntu safoa ye se ene enwomasua na oba profo ya fa na ahodo a babi wa oduru ahu se ye si school kama babi so akoduru enye kra na babi a ehoto sin no ene ye pese mpanimfo ye twom adwen esi so enye mpanimfo ai wa ban mu nko a obi bia ye wa nkra utimi to ne botom na wasi school dan enyumako enhya baase na afi kura ni pe frama no ne eba be yes amoa no nti ho na ne wo se ye pese ye de ani ehwe na ye di ho nkomoma ne kwachire efia makwa ene hefa ne hefa poten ene ebowra
ene ye ko cratching tumuro na yakọ ye nandi krom ho nandi krom e wo cratching tumuro ho a ena offenso sakam
offenso sakam
offenso ya sentimental
yeah
na offenso sakam de no de tie ne say Ghana for more Germany Düsseldorf asanteman ko ena omuhu ye na omoye na so ye apatasa na omoye na covid ne baaye no abenya effect wo so nti ekuo no akra ntimi hia nti aduru ne moso aduru lenti na eso omoboso na omakache ministry no senka ba bia aduru de omoso sa na enkura na ntimi mmremu no kwa kuminim se bia na ayete hei ena bia mpanifo behwe no aye nti wo ga aha
edan no na da so
aha na wo screen so no ya na wo so no nti anka omo awie nti esanse omo ma ho nti edan no mu afu ena still nkra no ewo ahoyehia mu wo school dan mu nsem meanwhile agehie bi a ensem bi say wo mte a mutu ho na mo na baye aban na dan mo ka say enye bibia na ya aban we de bi ni evidence based omo aboa nti bebi omo du no
so chichira na nka obi asom no aso we de omo achichire nti ka omo hie obi obeso mu no
aso mu eno kra na is because covid ni to omo ntimi hia se kuo no go bi mu adwuma se basa bi mu adwuma gu ya de nti nka we de ka ban na mo soso ebi enne de nyame ya adom ebeye yie nti before ni o ase sakam no
say
ena wo ewo Düsseldorf no jeje sika ebeye de ehu ye no
sa nti anu nie we enye nkokobu a enye aponche dan na nkura komu school
ponche dan ko yaje ho
e de gate ato ano
ponche dan ko yaje ho
weekend bi am ponche kokodam je o ma home
na we ba be fi school be ba na doti akoni mu ni futuru akoni mu
de bia obesi ni ma
sa ni tikura be ne ya de bia
ti we office sakam eno no nti eno no ma ya aba kwaku
unse to de bia hwe ni sia no unse o man no yemu bi ene mpanimfo bi elusu focus kakra because say you can say ye wo amanyuku ahodo ebinom elections kakra bi e koso na akore sika enkrofo tugum enipa da sani AGD wonanum pese onya position na ye wade hiade sei wo honom na ya na wo pebuafo a eden no to de bia ya na ho asem ka na eden papa so hu bibi eti sei ade ba kwa mehunu ne se koba se oman ana se ankurankura bi kon mo bom so mo ya ade ne bi om kuduru ba bi o ma ho odin asa ya na eye aban ne den so beba ho
ne ebi ni
ma hwe sa ade na hu na minima de kro ntia because ye nyina ye agents of development ene kura ye nchen ne agege to ade ye se adwuma no entini pa na agege ne nchen to de ya ade no ahye bibia se a kakra na wagege no fa bi soso na fa wie binyini se we nke ya ade anka edin bia
yo isa kanua o ne nchensen akanua ne nchensen ne dokua ne pono
ena we kura ne se forest for chibi nti kentem wo no forest for mu nua kakra mo ache monyi we mo fa mo so na
kwaku ka se ya na ankrankra bi ya emoa no aban ntime moa enya ankrankra mpo aye na aban moa
aban no abasa ye kura no
me se aban foforo ba nyame na aboa kuma se kwa me fa so ache kakra ba ye se afedi ye yaye how many years ni kane mampani kofuo breso kofuo akọ eyi ejata aba enukra ye nyanwie nti nya even ankrankra na mi hunu ya na ebe bi oman na ye chechire de akọ
nukre wo mu nyina ne se
ebe
si ye free dwumadi bi ase ena amanyofo na de ba kwa me hu omo no se ye contract ya se wo ena obesan contract na Ananias itrade ne ho nkwan nyina watafe awie it want me anto se free one me na mababa foforo na wo se be pa de foforo ye na mso nya itrade ene ntafre bi tafre ye problem ni nyina no
ene ye beche
enti wo se adwuma bi si ba bi na aka ba bi a ya tafre ho nyina awie enti ni pa no kɔ ho a wa wie bi ne ho What you say? Your problem what your politics ye ni amamu anti wo behwe na ajapade kese na kawuram bi papa bi ubo sisi ba bi ni enye no ni nyina no ya gitrade ne nta because at the signing of the contract no e ho ne nkwan no wo enti no bi aba o pese o sha se wo ni foforo
musumo ya amunwie
what you say
o ya amunwie
sakam de anu ni a ye nko na ndi krom ho no so na ye nhwe ho de no so se de sitie
serious because na nkra no kra hu omo kra no a wo mo hu no ense school ase omo frifie ne ye de wo maba ho
na me say de ye me
na se popro
school for no na me say de ha me wo ho ne say wo hu sankola we se BEC ye dru so a and so had the same question na no mo so betu obi and na time na ye de to so ma wo no de wo kro mu no sawo extra classes teacher no the same time na ye de beto so ma wo Enti na me ka say sa ha say akora bi ebe pie abeye titiriwa no by birth oye dada sa ne shebre
ba se ha woni books we omuti wakora hu books bi o manim na me bisa say me bisa so mo staff common room na anya aja e teacher for be fa adwene aye lesson
obekọ no mo share ICT o we am tete o sa no mo share ICT
wa hu de ye ya emre bi na bibi ko viral say akola bi a ye the mouse che na dia osi ubesuru mouse because what baby say ya ubesuru mouse
ya ICT no ebo no so ho
we dey say ma mi bi banku ka si o
we dey na chire school
baby say obi ton aduane bi e ho agu obi
wa dey pa na chire school de bia be no apart from we ya o she koko yi bi dey pa na che say o mu ya school for na mama ka say
ho ba na te bo de ntse so me nyina to kura sam
na me oto na esamo na me ka so mo te nkonya pa bi say kura be na asisi nkura wo mo da na konya we na eye open sa no mponchi twam a me na ene
attention
na eden ya close na kura ka ye twam
na ti sakura ogina ho kire sankola we ade no eye akomapa eye to ho ache
na we say odo ni enye wo call me
be ye kan say no ho mesran so say yan so a aya ye fifi sankrom say no say de ye tumitua afebia afore esika na esi asodan no aya ye ntua na yensanye because ye so na tete
and ye politics aye e kan obi no man ni say no
yes
because politician pese ofa bibia abo no bo se odo ne beye banka kane kuro wo yi afebia anye bia wo hini wo kuro no mu a kromafo na ko ho bom no abo afode ode botai bia si wo ni so se yeni agya na bia nti afode kakra kakra mbenya na de omman adwuma ahoden aka kakra na foto no a yebenya no ho na ye de aye
na so se sa man ni gina ho a o se me na meye no ama
mesi wei meye wei ebe wi akire etu okoka obi abeka so
honorable so be
honorable
yes
honorable mo na me wiase no oginsia
so what share so chemo
but I wasn't penifo ani da ho se nkura we ni e future leaders dey a ene ya yira because akura from scratch until de ote yaw kwagu so de chuo si usu a onhuru hwio
nitema
because ono ne nkura bremu no ontina ba bi e hoye cool da ase ba bi e ho onwunu bi hwe ebo no ote so sanka ye ayi bench akura anka ye bench ye nyina ya trantran so keye ba we ote bo enye bo nso ye smooth o enye blocks a ye smooth e ho apapai
onim se anka ade a eni kwase nkenya ho problem kra ba ko ye ti se nkunya a school for better na so because nua e twa ne krom ha
forestry da no kra ye glass
forestry for na nkasa no nua a omo che e wo krom ha
forestry da no office na ye glass
obi twa dua bia ye illegal bia ye je sa nua na ye fa ye nkunya ye fa me school for
table
enkodu forestry me forestry head office glass
aso bi bench
abo bi fie kura anya bench
the tap
he won say we say ukonkurasi a obi muka e bi ade asa o koda
na buchi asem na
buchi no bibi atoso no
etu tu say fie for support mpono no
o ba ko school na the blocks ba akwa koja no akotena so
Nandi Krom. Our crashing chumru.
Oti Mantam.
Oti region. Yes, what the media. Me say last week na e kan ye de. One more munim kro no mo ka. Say nkoso bia ani ho.
Ye kan say no. Sometimes we be to say ya. Ne bia se DCO, se minister o, pani bi o ho na adwe ne se bia o ye de egu ni hu fi dabi. Wo no te ho no wa ho de nko antimi
saa
e na wo nko antimi nsese kuro no mu ha o nyina so mfa man kran se yenye ni nyina ma wo ebi ho no mu agese ye ka ne se ne mpanifo adwen aba so no mo aba mo moa
se mpanifo hwa ya ma omo mfa no ne saa ho because yes so de ete ha ye no obi kro ho fi kuro yim afa na wahu said the koso woni kuro no na mom no se onye emfumso bia wo kuro mu ho a ye ka ne se kura se wanije na mom sa afa won sa ase afa won sa echi na anwu agufom de na ye ka ne se ye be ye oya na yeso ye fam de ayete ha ne se ye beka enti na ye beka na mom no ye stress se ye gina pampa so na ye hye omanfo bo esa vote a ye penti a ye nka de betumi aye
na ye nti ase so se bibi se etodwa eno nkyere se empotemo bibia nkoso
oh dabi
yes na ade ba ko a ye pese ye ma amanfo nyina adwen eba so ne se bakofo ne nsanso nyame ani kata bakofo nyo osoro tumpa no akakaduro nti
dabi kan bi no mfantum tim o se bakofo nya de
onya osoro tumpa so osoro ne tumpa na
eti bakofo nya de
onya osoro tumpa no akakaduro
that's right
ayi sorry
dutuane onte hwe
sorry me nko Facebook akra na ebi mu ha obi se Michael Nana Young say me say me my Ghana no watch ro I don't know dia by obu ani upholstery. Hey, God bless you all about what you are saying. It's true. There's no evidence that you know what kind of non-cough. Hey, physiotherapy. Yeah, na mumma ye no ye na we on dem say advert no be ye wa ha. Facebook no. Ba ya da mo se bu nyina nso ma ba. Ba ma me ne kwaku de se ye ne se ye bode wuro wo bi adwen ba so no. Me ye sure say wo o ma no wo books bi o ma pa ho. Sa books no nhyɛ no ye mo ano mfamra ebi o wo mpaboa bi a
on nhyɛ ana ne enko ne
biem ye mo ano mfamra bia pension na niema bi a utimu sɛ because aside omuni classroom no ye hu books bi a se kura wo james no so ye challenge
omuntade hyɛm ni ade kura
ti de obi a betumi aye say your pencil, say your pen, say your books. Okay. Aside kese pa na ye hwe ni mu no.
Awofo bi ya de po bi o ha ne ba class 1 ko si class 6 ne books nyina ho. O fa anya hwe bi kra weta wo. O de ba sa mo frey. Almost ye beta ma on de o class 1 de o class 3 de.
Ne de ama wo mo wo story books bi a because enkra no bebre wo mo but o mo nya na ayi wo ma pie.
Na
ti say ye sa books na de ba.
Eyi achurchefo aya omo baby say omo kire mofra de ne so yenkai wo
omo hia moa
womo ne hia omo kra bribe boy de ma no kra ne hia
sa
bribe boy de ma me fo bribe ma so ba mi susu say ye wa de bi ma womo na se de because se pass we training college ye je ye fa no kra kasem ye te hey bribe no womo tua omo so je
ayi
me patcho ne say ye pe abasobo bi ama enyuma ye fo bi a safo ya womo kire mofra bi te se ya de no ye nkai wom e bia
wo ye teacher ni a ye do ko hwan ka abeko
you see so wa ko school pa ene training college kra we wie wo be sa tena fie be ye fie mi ensan fie 9 na nyame boa na ekopostu wa ye de wa kwakoto usi efre hosin nandi krom ne ye offense ho
ai sakam
enda nya ho nko hwe afia we ye de ye ne hu baby wo ho bebre ya
later omo say north east so omo was a challenge ni bi so wo nti nya ha nko abaje
that nya say greater Accra baby to say
na we so me say the go Ghana obi a
greater Accra
so send messages ba omo kire say ye were the likes of schools say bebre wo memu said ye ka no ne Rome was not built in a day yet asiesa na mum ye moye ho so ye moye ho so na ye nyintum se ye man ne ya ne ebeye ebroni man ye ebroni man ye odwe ne man ho oye ne man no so ti ase enti mum ye de bedie no nsusu no so na ye nye de anye bibi kura no obi out nchen enso bitime nya so
obi message bi ode aba wa me hu de but late kaka or see the expanding presec whilst they have no block to sit in so no ne dia ode aba no minim presec across say how say him and Danny Coleman said good morning we are live at Ahafo Kenya number 2 Jericho Ochia Patrick okay ono so ne dia no Kofi Richard said you guys are too much yeah that's mankind Elembele said it's rather unfortunate to see this government should come to their aid ne dia no DJ Raskin said oh Ghana ono so ne dia wode
Mekai proud to 2016 elections Dr. Mahmoud Baumia vice president na adeba ko ye unse ya story bi say ya pa no oduru ho no di nkonwa ko pa no ebi okro odi kwa koduru ono na aban so asomase emfa bi nko na akobom yenu openi they say the 2 minute kuta wadaroma na ndikrom
anu aye de ba
any sakem wadama ma honya ha na we so fako emaye wa da celebrate
me dem say senka wo hu sa mofra we wo hu ene bia BEC kredu so na e obia tro wa na dey 2 hours
eno ye West Africa is the same but mo sense so books ni hia ye sese Inti say ye old books, new books.
Educational materials, bia wo bia.
School feeding no
mo de ba.
Ombeka ho. Na wo feeding no hotade. I don't know.
When you so na ke here school feeding no.
Omo say break time bia ni ho ye open. Inti what so ma me to nkrafro no so no akodi aba. We open gate. Omo ni bell bia obi ring say.
Kusie bi twam a America on be so free class odi.
Akwa cheno no. Cheno.
Yes.
Cheno no from classroom. No. But me answer no so but are you books no said the kwaku kan
yen famra
educational materials omo famra he dachi hene
ni owo bi no ndi famra multimedia ha e bia na wa chire a ye chire be ma no number of fry he be hu said ye be je no ye nya sika nso a ye pe fi se ye de si ye nya cement ye pe enu a prachi bi ba me refi ne din no on no see the multimedia ye ma ye no na oya de ma ne ye me fe ye be sre no sese owo ho ahoden bi ewu a we so onye onfa ono kra ne number entu dwa se adwuma a oye no o se da bi madam mo fa multimedia number no because me kuma pese ye be wie eno ama school for because baby am ko hu ye no mo bod bia also ye contractor te sese de kra che no e ba ha no pa cho baby am ofra it. Why?
Estate developers your society. Nyame hira mo. Ye hu sa mo odwene thought no kra ye enough. Ti nyame hira mo. Ye be koso ane ya bobom nka ye sa na mo de aba ne ye nyina ya kabom. Ne ya boa amanandi krom eni nkronkro ahodo a ye wo challenge with schools no. Ye timi aboa. Ye da mase.
Ye da mase efisem beto aso.
Chef no so ye nkai wom because be a teacher ni wo ba bi say ya ye nkyere modo.
Okay.
Efi se mebe no achi no ye de mpense mu beba ababeto awo so obedwam so.
Okay, empene se ye no monsa no na ye fa dwen ye keka ne se nyina so na ye ni koya pomude ho nsem ho efi se ye benya school papa nko akọ ye nya school papa nko acheche for kra ba bi se kra wo mbetu wo ho achaje pene se obechira de wo ho no aje se ni nyina omote apo ngola titi ho ayi enfuturo yi mu ni ade nsenso kra kwekọ mo yem kra nye ni but ni nyina mu no so ekwan ho ho no ma ye fa society apo muden ho nsem edubna da se ya na C4C homeopathic wo ho adaje ba be di ho komo na emu no make I say oman Ghana mu hanum se die multimedia ne media dwumaku a ede wokọ abefu meka ne sa ade na me pa kire multimedia ma wate ase se say wa mobile phone ya apart from yam no bi no Android ene ayi de maba wa ekurekuro ma be ba so ye friends iPhone kon no na ne awunya ka hello Adom FM na ebia ma na wuti hello asempa joy chese abraba is simple multimedia daroma eno this technology way aba wakwam enti eno eye de sese aba so a eno anse obe Google no wa catch Google say me pese me tie sei akwanya no ebeda ho ede amount na me kai wo bie won so say until we meet again drama foforo bia Filipino fuyi na aye yi no ye nuanom Joy Prime TV so na eho na obehu sese wiase obi o ha oye na de a wone wo sere na so na dwenko ne koma mu nsonko obi pa de boni tua boni kachi obi akosie na wa hebe bi odene kosie ne de odene famu a ene na ye until we meet again aya hebe o Joy Prime so na mu ani na ho because obi o ha oye ken but odeche obi o ho nso a wamoa na so we nipa bonefo pa wode nwa so nya wa de ode beye wo no aya he Joy Prime until we meet again no animra ho so wiase ne hu de wo ne na egoro ate eno de ekoso Joy Prime so na fe men kan cho se kel charcoal toothpaste no so aba emofra de wo ho empanifo de wo ho ade a chinwin na edikan sesa wo ye kransa na waka so obi ho ene so obi chusen because wa anya no sa aya na emu oya ontimi kan so be ho se abi you know what I mean nti kel charcoal toothpaste na charcoal na ewo mu no ejina homa yen ya yenya antetie bi wa akurase no ade chena maame ma body tire no na hohoro ho wo de kwoto veranda ne so na obubo so na de bidie no fra na yesefa chi osia se na omunye nkurasefo na omunye nkurasefo na omunye mode saa de no e na abefo abeka ho a charcoal toothpaste sese eno abedwa so a eba abeboam ade achi nwi wo ahoden a wo de kɔ onyuma so a agese wa memene capsules a wo frɛ no sɛ CD capsules ne bi ɛho asɛm yetiawa ɛbɛmo ahoden tienye ho akini afa oba bia ɔyɛ presra na manano yi weekend no yɛkeka anigye wɔde nam ho nyina no kotodwa ne ya ɛna hair yi wanhyɛ bi ɛyɛ CD ointment yi bi na ɛdi na kagyina mu nkane kra wantumi ama adwuma onso oba bia ɔyɛ a ɛyɛ CD ointment fa bi etwetwe na wakoma entumi entoyem St Andrew Senior High School a woma wakwanya no Senior High School papa private school St Andrew ode obeje machini a padaje na ko mo branches no na kono ko hebe ebi wote se na nkasim donko no fen new adibia se hwiasa wenso fra 15024 696911 on sabekam wanya admission Great Gift Herbal Clinic in Sunamon Habai so saya dia me kame chiro so koduru ho a obaka sa abefo ayi bia ma habai o me de si 0244 126 123 0246 518 003 eno ene one numbers no na o sorry aye adeje boss no pebio me de bia me si ade ba ko be me ya pa se wo ye be ma na wo yire wo fie na wonkola na oyire de mekohe TV obi dem o ma de mekohe TV ena yeyi ye kwa koyi ho ahwan na o ma awura obi dem na obi de ne sako wo ba asese no akoha no kwa na wa wo yire a wona ne te dem na okohe TV obi dem nti na akohe TV na obi afa no kwa free TV deje boss na aba no ko pe bi ka ho sorry am amatena mo dem ma ha Adom TV ma me kira me ka news ama ho wi ama ye bedwam agusu na afisa me yedi nkomo wo de fa di agro yire ko be rewro bi dem saa na wani be ba ahosu no be hu me de nkola nkra na ye mmobo obi papa bi akwa repu baba de ama akwa adeje bossa yefo maka na ye akiro yenwe ya pom de honsem so Dr. George Samoa Junior C for C homeopathic doctors no mako siama ohun siama Achemi nkene me ya chewudin na so manya che Dr. George Esiama Junior o mentewa ade ba kam de kind na say ono ne doctor ni na no bi o de skeleton bi be si ha na o cheche ya say ni pedua no say na tie bi ko ha na o spinal cord no na afa ha na be wura ha na and I am the kind of Dr. Kwaba na watch how dey pen anafi na anya abetire
Yoguso.
I try beboa because we da no try no metiase pa yi nti me gidi so bi so tiase but ene ye di nkomo na de ye di ho nkomo no eye yare na yare ni din no eso chema no because unim say me time can brofo doctor say e bon say gastritis makana yi
yes
gastritis wo wan hode am de kan because wan fa hode anka ade me buruka gastritis
yes
ade
yes the gastritis is inflammation say ahohona eba efun mu yes
it is efun so etumi ho
yes efun
to say ahoho a onipa na etumi ho ne nsa tumi ho yefun so tumi ho
yes efun tumi emama so efun no ewo lining bibia say carpet emfa say carpet for the layman to understand ese emuni nyina because say eduane bia kom ada say eduane no body ne pe o empe ekom
okay
se bibi wo mo bibi eni mu ekom nti ye phone line ne ye strong enough eduane bia na bibi abebem bia na etimi accommodate no eno so eche no body no release bibi a friend gastric juice in form of acid nti se udidi a acid na beboa na eduane no digest ntem nti because say acid wo mu nti eni kwan say ye phone so ye open sa nti sa line ni nyina aboa se na be ya acid no enkoka ye phone ankasa inside no na emfire from ba
eda nyame bo nipa wo ye adwuma ho nti meti asie yi a ayese bi a ti se wode aduane bi gu te say ebi amfa say wachi ade na on pese oye ne bekọ aduane ni mu o de gu sonye bi mu ana sieve bi mu ana te say
Thank you. That's a very good explanation. Yes.
Did you say ye form hey? Ye yamra obi a level better asentem. Carpet ne say hey.
Yes.
Because ye mpese ye na ase a etwitwe ne efini ade be ye e form no direct.
Yes.
This ana ye phone no so bibi sa asem.
Sa pepe.
Entiense se de ye di koye mu no ekoka ye phone no ankasa na how be abent bibi semu anyame dia sem dada.
Good.
Na no na say ya na eho.
No na bibi to me see na fe ahoho no.
Na ya na bibi ben sa na esi no.
Good. Send city into a very thick. But e bibi to say ono no mo nsa bebre.
Okay.
And now smoky bebre.
Okay.
Gradually na sa na ho odin na won wote so.
Line no mpesa.
There be line in mpesa. Send e ka carpet ya. Fa say wo de acid and as say wo de bibi a ebetimi amana na ne egum kakra bu hu say gradually na ti yesa na afi no dia ani kwan say kan yefu na nkasa bia no na e ka no na de bibi foforo ba ti usmoke bebre ana say wono mo nsa bebre ya one major factor eno eche no endro bi aye nom
doctor
yes, and I said bebre like non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. They say a dry beer bibi hono wa ya de ma osenom o abuse no bebre and also to make of aba and also to me saline you know na fe are infected na ama are inflamed na problem be
we no kra na koma omo a e bia na no bi u ba bi ho ye e na doctor twa droma wo no etwetwen ye make kan say dro na da ho ba ya afini ana abosom ntembini ena wo hu se oba bibi mu ho wasa kofa nom
good it's
not good sabe soma se nom betwam me bua te no netumi ko ha enti no on
say bebre ya
say na pampers yaba first na na e bo nkola nakpin no on so ba time bi ho say me mpese me banakpin besen na parazone no wo de agusu bebre tu wo se na etete
yes
nti sa na ye fon no line na ewo mu na koye
the more I would say good not the problem another thing so yeah infection your type of bacteria be why so common your phone side or the problem we ba your friend H pylori helicobacter pylori this helicobacter a type of bacteria yes you are a microaerophilic naturally say baby a honey oxygen kakra ho na nsuo kakra ho no to me stay ho che nti imagine the way your phone is here no line na your mucus just as we be say amaman na you thick enough na ese your phone nyina mo but aboa we to me kwashem ade na you protect you from bacteria any harm no aboa no to me kwashem but because of the nature nti ultimate na ho survival obetimi atena ho for years but won ho hwe fiti ebi a won collaborate no be share ho onya hwe to say ebi a wenyi ko 30 years 31 years na afi wonya symptoms bi there ya ne say obe share ho a otumi release chemicals bi bicarbonate and ammonia na ode say acid na o produce no na ho ode no enti acid ni ntimi nya ne hwe
enne ho e screen is you ho
good
you know I say eh wo so de ebura chapata abo bi ko remu a o shemu san
yes no
aya na me waburo she ho eda wo kwa akoyie tutuna
that is it
wa she ho din asaya buro no
yes
sa na yo mko she yafu
that is exactly how this type of bacteria here no
enti eno sa no na eba sa na o yafu ayekese
okay one thing that very good unya bloated we phone from abegina your phone one of the symptoms I'll be no pains be so bit menya pains be what we call it epigastric pain pain no wo your phone mu but when we say between ofruma eba o top kakra no but we say unya severe pains ho your phone no so has inflammation nti na o belche more nti be wo ha won ne di nkoma but we say o belche consistently any fault sometimes our such problem belching and kasa say belchi and ka was release kakra but omo de na ntisa
obre
na saba it is a onte asia you might think say washada
in fact they okay me say common obi a ye observant kakra on say ebi no ho ane omo kasa okasa kakra no
yes
enzo he nse na no onidi ye yes say ewo mote
good
saa de e wo ka ho asem enu bia
one of the major
Dr. Siama saa de na mesre ka ho pacho ya asem bisa etai ha mema ho because mema bebre fususo e na empempi no so mema bebre na oni omo kasa na uyo obi a wo shade ye bonso kasa kakra no ye sabi bi sa de no ade etai ha
well it me obia yes obia but obia wo hu most in men
okay
but relatively it me obia
you are right because a man be so afuson so ube hu say yes de hu de bobo mumu a wo mo ham kura ham if anything Priscilla Boamie a corset na wo de aboni mu na wo ham kura ham wo yifiri ni mu so na futi sei nti no emema ne mo corset nti ayete hu se emema no mo fususo but no kra minua ma no ye de no kra di nkoma no pe ya ema ne bi afususo but sa plan B bi na mo wonu nti woni emema ne gina ha beka se emema no mo fususo nti no kra se e ha obi a ye di nkomo yi obi hwe yen a otisa but ebi kra de na dwen bu se me di we ya na ye me sa ana e bi a na anu bi no bi na ye me sa ana obi kra adwen kra ye ne se da ya me ye fon ye me die me je de se bi kra obi na atomedu oyare nti sa nipa na enya ba na sa wie no onye den
yes the make a stress ani pa ne se eduane bi wo ha udi a ema such problem na ba nti you be advised as to eduane a obetumi edi
ebi ti se dey
remember that acid Senior make us a body ne produce acid and this type of gastritis had inflammation abano and also etimima or acid level no so a kosro kakra enti se wudi de nduane a acidic content ne more emwa bit say pineapple say acid near too much orange ebi mudi beans are no nya problem ebi mudi yam no nya problem obi wo ha obi particular food obi nya problem but unya so that's where you need a professional good sometimes obi to me taking milk onya problem yeah obi to me di chocolate or you okay but meaning patient we bring di chocolate ana asamaba so sometimes the wood no so kan good until there is a need say obenya obi a ote the go through na say na wa chiro as to the obey even sometimes o stavo ho bebre na woni dia no so mwa
we no a Christopher no be ma volume ho ma
yeah because you see more now
40 days and 60 days
it's causing a lot of problems because this gastritis and not merely lead to stomach ulcer na lead to cancer
I see
and so many problems and the o stavo ho so for long hours long it's not helpful the I advise most of the time they say untimi ndidi no prekope bebre di no kakra
Ebra no bra.
Yes, the proportion good. And no boa because one thing I who say problem with gastritis no etimi ma lose blood.
Oh okay.
Because there have been people oko say baby so na moja. Ewo mo ebi so ha on fan in what you call occult bleeding. Who say bibia but you be losing blood.
I see.
Oh it's a very serious condition.
Eno menye koko ne ha wo.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, a Christopher and pardon yen kasa konche nye pa Christopher ya no yenim de ye mayen but bibia mro so nye wa
yes
yes bibia mro so nye bibia mro so enye enti wo akonche mu se Christo ni ana se ye nuanom kremofo mu de edu so de aya mu ye bibia wone mre but bibia nso mro so enye nti anope utie doctor ebi o ha okọ uja onan a ohu se moja wo wate fitu nkola brem se yesi koko time de saaba nti wo de akọhye koko na wonu koko nro enso ye fo ni mu na
that's where the problem is coming from
chemato no aba ho anope u bie nsem so nti yen a ye huhu sa na ma ne wo ye mu a ne yen ya self medicate no
because even as I said, one of the major causes are gastritis nebani offer NSAID bebre. Offer drugs. Any drugs are prescribed for you. It also has that relation. And stress. See, I know so be a double shift or you more than one or two. Good. Stress level no up hormones hormonal production is your particular hormone your friend adrenaline God forbid see I say snake and answer baby P has to see all of us will be never baby alpha. And it's because of adrenaline.
Okay.
And then never mind that kind of any BSA more now you're stressed too much, you know. Your particular hormone, cortisol hormone. These hormones no so Badwam adie
okay.
But a year bebrea, it's in my ideas on hono. It is our stress bebrea produce more of the cortisol hormone. Now my inflammation from man one now from I am more.
I see.
Na hono more.
O stress na atwe madwens so won say empempi no bi o ha ye se yenkonwa yete so wa adwuma mu no kra no ma ye bre cha adwuma nankasa kra ye na adwuma nankasa nso bre nso enko saa de o ka ho asemi etumi ma ebi obi o ha na chi anase ne kokko onya ya obi o ho etumi de basa
headache. One of the major thing you say severe headache.
Okay.
And sometimes pains now feel where your phone extend it to ribs no. You might think it's a normal pain be brave say ebia brebi na wa bre nti onya painkiller be or you okay. But this is the same painkiller ono mo ne bebre abesan akwa fire na saba. So pain be be feel we your phone no asem from aginem and now passing out gas consistently or belching consistently. Or chest show. All these things are signs that say your BBI cost your phone.
Okay.
So you need to be examined.
I see.
Yeah.
Enti I am a taika se du lame. Oh, show lame nedi. Esua bebre no eno so tumi de how ba. De ma make us say abeye asese amphibio sadibia abaso wo Ghana say yesi ye ni fruits yesi ye ni vegetables me ka me kiro say okoto say fruit si obi anim chance mana odi a ebetumi age no
yes
obi nso bedi entumi nye no na anu akosie Japan say ono anajo 10 kro no otimi di kokonte di fufu ba akosie Japan me ahode ama me di besai me ntumi nsamu 1 minute kra eye ono
yes
it's the fact say a doctor for mutu ye for say ye ni vegetables na ye ni fruit no e wo de ebeji obi e wo de enyi obi nti de bia hu say obi kura ayi kube na ono mo a ana obi kura kutuo na wo fenefia e bia na wo de e pe
yes
bisa ne enchiro na di mebua
yes
na munya hwehwe animu no obi asleme na mo no no makenka atwade na mo sleme e na tie ye fo no na wo obi wo mu no a heyi a wo kwa akose no no hwehwe animu amanfo so
because so cho ho come be brain the name you want to lose weight acid na body ni produce no se ba na enya aduane bia esan come back to the body it baby a free buy no obo say afia esan kriti
okay.
That's where the pain becomes severe. It be masha or sa pain no didi kakra na eko. Pain e be more ha pains ne ko.
Oh okay.
Obi so ha on feel pains na ba e say ba odidi ya na fe pains na worse. Okay, so you should know baby hour because gastritis here can your acute stage.
Okay.
And your chronic stage. They are very chronic these days no infection the bacteria no the ban because so to me hoche nti yehu to say obedu age bia aduane bia wodi kwa kwotwetwe na ba ana ema o acid content na ekosoro na afa wonya pains na ya further investigation yehu enti sadia you can live with it obeto painkillers but na ye worse
me wo interest wo emema na omo yefun susunem nti we no omo susua na bacteria no koshe ho na because o ti we dey flat obi wo age na bi kura na tenten ne kese ete se wa but the fusu aya na safo no omusha na bacteria no koshe wo ni
well directly in relation to gastritis no enye no say no never ma oyefu na kese but one thing is that because say emma air infection inti emma utamini ye bloated nature as inflammaginem inti immediately now be inflamma no na asan atwetwe
okay
na asan be ode foforo inti all the time there is what you call uncomfortable feeling or there is indigestion what you call dysprasia inti eduani bi a wodi bi akwese wodi beans ana wodi egg beans any in your mouth frafra na fe emma o that Babolomo sound or your phone. It is not necessarily say, I don't know, coaching your focus number, but say to say, your phone also sir because of inflammation. Now own share, and you will be then gradually a better.
Good. See, and Sassia Dako.
Debbie.
And I no be the no. And I no be the no. And I more for joint now. Mobebana. We you know for no. And when Ninsua, we Rebecca, so Rebecca say, Oko or girl no. Also, sir, Rebecca so one call girl no hunty. Na Obuapa, na Joleve, no way to fuisa, me boa. Na happen kakra. Obi eni ni lem ni enya pomode mo adwuma so Ghana na meboa enti ye koma ye di no anopay no efa gastritis ho Dr. Maboni yi
yes
gastritis ehun komo ena ye di ye enti Dr. Mawati ase se oyefo no no ewo ho no bibi esem te se de ode ade hata bibi mu ana ode se bibi mu no ansa na yefo ni mu ade nyina ewom na emoa bi nya akwanya kowura mu a ena de sa nema no eba C4C homeopathic ayasabia eho na Dr. Siama Junior ewo ebia ukra se de oyefo no nanka wonte sa ba se de adechie bia eye kese ko no eye o se ba ko bi na oni no wadwumem ho une ba bi na oni ne twe manson wo mohye ne so ho no wabo odua oyare o C4C anamboa ye ba C4C asaya de no mosa
yes C4C yankopa adom yare bia no etumisa
okay
na C4C chira kwanye enya de nkura yeah deal specifically with homeopathic indro nti oba there is a need say nka every hospital obetia kakra ni ama o card but for the whole of this year C4C are abolishing all these things nti obi aba hu hia say obetia for card hu hia say obetia for folder or anything all you need do is bra oba ebema folder ye de wo say ye wi akwa ko hu doctor then hu hia say o yes scanner you have 50% discount for the scan after the scan also over 50% discount for endrobia obeto yare aye kan ho asem ye treat aye very common these days many people feel say ulcer stomach ulcer is different from gastritis.
Okay.
Gastritis to me lead to ulcer.
Okay.
Until I say and then you know how to treat it. Until C4C, you buy necessary scan. You share all the organs. Say your phone is it the large intestine and a small intestine. Okay. Bleeding, and now we have some necessary investigation. A bit me who say bleeding, but you don't see it.
Okay.
Then after that, now afi indro on my recommend it for you. Then homeopathic medication. Yes.
And now doctor some do be fi Germany.
Yes.
Amsterdam.
Yes. Yeah. The biaba sisi we are stock.
But some no the until so be beba C4C ayasabia no nya bi.
Oh nya bi obebia.
It is obi hwe on ha ne honko drugstore bi say metie Dr. Siama Junior say gastritis o se dia be no timbe onya
bi
I just obama but yenko yechi o say obi ba maya asabia ha said e uko hospital OPD uko yi card na ewuraba bia na akrache bia twere odin o te he o telephone number o hwa na yemfre no ne watu eska ne akache o se kotua wa hansa mojayo
debi yes akra
adai
because that's the way we want to help so with our clients and then obia or person. Yes, we want to do that because you see it's not easy these days. Ntikakra also between the Abua as a corporate organization now also the Abua. So we have abolished all that. There's no need to pay for any card. Or scan no see a 50% discount and drone no see a 50% discount. This is the right time. And the service is also the same and even much better.
I see.
So it's not as if say discount bounty is the same for everybody. Obi is the same. And we are all over Ghana and Europe. Until call Germany, we are functioning currently now Germany and Holland. So see Dr. Michael Kojichamantin. Currently I'm in say your Holland branch or Tnasi or Yejuma. Oba Ghana also SDA Junction, which is Adenta, Miankasa no hometnas and Decosi Saturday.
Okay. And we are Juma Saturday.
Yes. It's Obia or Peso.
When we are Juma, any cranny excuse us. Saturday, no day. Oh, dear, Cobogo for corner.
Yes.
Oh, but we are. Oh, Bogoff, you have a feature on Macoye, the actual na ka de doctor
exactly for sure yeah because you be sure bibia ma o kidney lungs bibia we check it also call Cape Coast your Addison Square Garden opposite Green Hill Ogba Takra this why your ho Feja main spot opposite Okumase so your Okumase as well Abomufitemu Junction opposite Pepepe your Dobin as well so and as your Millennium City baby ana former Ben Grace Hospital one currently was here but say akwanya no ebe problem ama with direction there was some number of obia bejo so your number of bejo so 0500 040 331 0500 040 331 and now it says 0500 040 328 050 0040 328 C4C branch bia ofra ye be nya abose age so ama the necessary direction na ode aba C4C ye de bia yasma ye kan say once treated forever treated.
Okay enti ye cultural say no adeba ko a mede wo C4C ho no say eto da bi kra obi timinya de oduru ho a odu dispensary se bebia mo je aduru nsa na efre no nemum aya na calorie fe nanso se o de wani atofo ma be won say ade che bia C4C ben wa boboa no entinka wo ana no ofi kuma se na eba nkran SD Adenta Junction no sense mo se mo eho no mo wo he fitem kuma se fitem Junction won so anka e bia ofi efifi mantam na wo ba SDA Junction no ye de aben na no kra kaso ade enso se mo bi
yes kaso is
intino na te say ye can C4C homeopathic hospital asemo a enye mini lorry fa bi asem e na se so kra mo ate ase se be you card ni ade ne ba bi wo a okwa afi na wo kwa akoje eyi se cheat o se ye wo school no wa do school fees kan bo se echiche eyi a ye fe no cheat wo ko dan ni aha baby for no e bi to da anade na de bi apopeti school fees e bi to da o ne o te me come na say wo so mo echi school fees no na mo kra cheat to wa dan fo bi wo mu a okọ na aduane no no o de kakra bro esa bi na ekoso aya sabia no ebi wa wosu ne ti o si ye nyame yodo na de me na me ni sa na wi asite enti sa cheat o coupon no o de ko je dan na aduane no C4C se we ye firi ho obi a me didi anka ma eyi school feeding na be hwe wapo mu de honsem enti me ne Dr. George Esiama Junior wo ye doctor oda C4C homeopathic hospital the war Adenta SDA branch no anankra batana no na edin komo anopai wama wate ase se oyefuno no de wudi akomu no ayaya ahweye kasa bi wo ho se pintin bi adome abusua ekwo mu obeda pintin obeda men na mum ekirasem no afenso futu semba akwa ese ofa wo enkomo we mu ne se diulem ukoto so obi atwitwa haban sinanim na wo na wo di a eno na beje no wo di ye mango a enkodi abrobe diulem obi di fufuo pa so oni ye fon kase obi nso edi fruit nso ena boho nso wonyem diulem na hwehwe apom den ekiri kwan na entime mu Dr. Mpacho ye wie ye dase nyame nhyira sa no pe watwe adwesi ne ma ba ko mi no so ene ma hwefo dase why nyame nhyira busia ye de ye nkomo na wie na medisi ha na ase ampofo agyi ene abedwafo de mpensempense mu bebro na emumu no o de me bansa abaya Badwam ne dada se Ghana de hye wo Ukraine no de ekoso wo Russia ne Ukraine tam no nti ode ne de bebefie oyi akwan kuecha ewo Kotoka International Airport di adanse se Ghana ban e de ose ayoyo enti menene di nkomo ekua mpacho mache hello
Mejuso Diamond.
Aha. Na ye de yatene no kodu ho no no kra wo ho. Enuanom ana nka omo wo Russia ne Ukraine no o mabedu.
Diamond,
Mr. Mente wonka
Terminal 3 arrival department na sisi ye ne asoya ehwe amanone ho nsem so na ewo ha sei ni nyina ene se Ghana fo a wo mu ewo Ukraine ene nei wono mo ba pie mu ewo oman Ghana mu na ye bedru hanum sei no ye ne mpanimfo edi nkomo kokoa mu na wono mo kyerɛ sɛ enipa dunsia ena wo hwe kwan sɛ ba bedru oman Ghana mu anopa yi a ye gina hei ne binum tete anim honum yenim sɛ ye won mabusuafo a nanso yenim sɛ omupie a ɛyɛ den a obi a nabusuani wo mu no obesɔre akwakohia no asɔye no ɛwɔ ha sɛ mpanimfo ɛwɔ ha sɛ de wo hunu ɛwɔ mfonyine so mpanimfo na atwa hia ye nyina ye twɛn sɛ won mu efira manone ɛba no ɔma bepie mu ɛwɔ kotoka ewemhyɛ gina bia terminal 3 na afei won mu ɛkɔ wabusuafo ɛwɔ mpanimfo ama yate ase sɛ enipa dunsia ɛna enianimu ya de wode won mu ɛba won mu aka no onum so ebeba achwe enti ye wa hanum sɛ die na kyɛ sɛ yeguso ayɛ twɛn sɛ wo mu ba bedru na wo mu kyerɛ sɛ no nso empɛ mu pɛpɛpɛ ɛna wo ba bedru na nso kamia yɛ sɛ bus na ayɛ dom ba bedru baabi a yɛgyina yi no ɛna edile kakra enim sɛ yɛden a ɛnkɔbɔ no nwɔtwe deɛ na wo mu aba bepie mu ɛwɔ ha enti na obusa yɛ adeɛ kɔso ɛwɔ kotoka ewimhyɛn gyina bia
yɛte aseɛ yɛwɔ atwɛnyem na emomo no saa dunsia na wɔn ba no Ghana de hyianka sɛ ɛwɔ Ukraine no wɔn yɛ ahe ɛna dunsia na ɛbɛ yi mpacho ɛno no wɔn atumi akyerɛ mu akyerɛ yɛ
kwasi ada no press conference asoya ehwe amanone ho nsem so enam Ministry of Information so eyeye no odi to just say enipa hanu ne aduo no ena obetimi de won ma bedru oman Ghana mu na kame aye sese no mo ye ne nkakra enti dunsia ena sese won ma bedru oman Ghana mu a ye twen wo mo na ebinum so akwakopie mu wo nkura wodo so bi te se Poland ene ade enti ene de dunsia ena eye Ghana fa wo mu free Ukraine eba etwe no minim sempanimfo e de won mu aka no ebra wode won beba nso wode eno so beto yenim
jo yate ase enti ye gida kwanya iso aka kire awofo awomade hye ewo Ukraine no se dunsia na eba no se wode enka ho a obabi nka ho a ne ho ntochema fi sempanimfo ama yate ase se omode bi ko Poland Hungary ene baby ba ko no ntiche se obi a ho ye ne momo no se de akoye no kra wiem se ne tuo nso ye bibie wo ho fi se basabasa ye na asi no enti na omo bank kakra no nti oyi akwan pa cho owo atwenye mu de yeso ye wa atwenye me ne ahwefo se no wotwe ne bebo no na dunsia no omo pie ne ye hu se wo mo abedu nti de bekoso bia no no ama me ne ahwefo ache why
yo Diamond yo edase
say oyi akwan da so bato sha empanifo na ejinagina honom no womo ne Ghana empanifo a womo hwe saa Ghana de hye dunsia 16 no a eba no ekwan minyanhu foreign minister Shelley Ayokobo Chedie nanso eye dian ya omo a ejina ho no hu se omo ye Ghana empanifo a womo ehwe Ghana adehye dunsia no ekwan nti de bekoso bia ne de besi bia no kuya echa oyi akwan wo ho de Ghana ahwefo a mosmo sha Adom TV no mubehu se de tie but yesre asre awofo a omadehye wo Ukraine ene Russia se odie amabia ne ho ntochema bibia nye no ne momo no de asie no wiem sentu okura no enye mresa tina ebia omoba enkakra no enti no maye nya ne se ebia ba media ama ebia wawu ebia wakodabi dabi mo maye nhye saade na se eye nkakra enti de besi bia no se bema ahwefo nso asoate ye kase bo anum na ene kra so meka o se ene da edikan eye first match Adom kase hye dwumadie bia se a eno no eye kase botewu ebra no bia no ye bebra kase botewu enti ene nonkron ebo pa ho sima aduonunum me kire 9:55 aka simenum 5 minutes na nondu anasa no pattern abono kase botew ebeba wakwam 1:55 kase botew ebeba wakwam ena afenso 355 kasebotew ebeba wakwa wei eye soronko a ene Adom TV shase ede abrabusua ne nkoma me no di na fisem so no na brama kwan ema mede esie the Gaia screen Sister Sandy be a guy ma feel do Sister Sandy se frame Lady D yo ebusia me mamu nyina ache edamase
Arapa ya samu achibi amu akwa bade Adom TV so braso se bedwam mpense mudwumadi yede ebrewo na yemfa na se manwumeku akese on maso yasene emede mpense mu ebrewo Hepa Plus mesha enipa wapom den wo ho hia wa otenate asfa so asi so che uyiwani a ene yare bia afri baabi ana ho sem frama no sanse susu ayefa bode ho na de ne kode wo mpete ase se obeye wo ho aduro wadidie mu naye mu wo pese ote aponya ho den ya adwuma ema biba nsem dia Hepa Plus mesha na wo so fa ne yonko abribia obobia ebeboa pa afei eno eda nchen ya Franco Trading Enterprise otonfo papa ne ho aka de laptops ne printers ose mu asonte so atetere ne ma no so ntene ohia iPhone Samsung Nokia ohia TV papa 32 ekosi 55 inches Franco TV na etiapo na eye magana weda eni efe na anase ubehia tabletop fridge Mr. Air Condition Franco Air Condition aba entwe power bebre so ebonu na ohwe ne package na kra tim say yes enya asem keto akra Dr. Frank ewo adabraka Royce man hwede mo no a obetima ko Franco Trading nkrabata bia o member bia omnyema no omo etuma nkrofo ekokoton ntino ne bo ewo fom ena wonso a eja opese order there online no call www.francophones.com na say obe download Franco Trading app no ewo Google Play Store na App Store na ibia akokama St. Andrews Ultimate Remedial School Mr. Obana Tronso hwe untimi ntwa opese oye doctor so hwe results ni kuta na intimi mane nko ana simple die na opese oye fa ne ko eye St. Andrews Remedial College ana se watimi atwa na wo pe bia okwakoje apomde mu ntete se nurse ni ana health assistant bia bomodia eko St. Andrews Healthcare College CD capsules eye pa ye immune booster ene ye kan ene coronavirus ya be se unso nkrofo ne nam hono mu a aso mo ntehwea na ese wabusu obi wa no afa ne ho adwen si ntodo ho toto na mo ase yare na chew CD capsules ene wo se bribia onombe na eno ayebo mama ne ese mpenifo ya ntoto ya Ukraine Russia foto akoto ahye wonso funtumu sama tatwene ne ho susanso bia ka Ghana de hye bi o titiru ya sukufo a wono mo je ntete ho na aban so assign ho so se obehwe amonye otire didim abo mo no esukufo ni bia ba bedru eye Kotoka International Airport na no pay ya yenu aba akuecha oyi akwan ewo ho nti yakone ne akuani nkomo echa yema wakwa aba e de ba bedwam dwumade so
Nana say meje woso papa baby a mejina yi de yenyina yenim se eye Kotoka ewemhye gina bia terminal 3 eho na mejina sisi na ne nyina ene se adusuafo a wo mo ewo Ukraine basabasa ye koso ewo man ne munti Ghana ban aye na adwen se obekwa kofa esukufo nyina de aba oman Ghana mu se be ye a obetimi aba won busuafo enchen biem kwasi ada no press conference so ye shaman bo hunsam so ye ya wo so fa wono ene shaman no ne hunsam so shali ayokobotwe e kasa wase no no kire se wode esukufo ahanu ne aduonu ene ba bepie mu ewo man Ghana mu ene ye ba ye na nka ye hwe kwan se ahanu ne aduonu ni nyina na nka ba bepie mu no so mpanimfo akire ye se emudu nsia ena wotimi de wono mu aba beduru oman Ghana mu ebiem se wo hwe mensa nifa so a bo se osofa be de kira wono ene hwe amanebo hunsam so ma me ejina mensa nifa so na osofa wono ene hwe amanone hunsam so shali ayokobotwe enso ene ne mpanimfo ejina honum bi ye nyina ye wa atweyem mu a ye twen se wono mu a efri Ukraine eba no eba beduru oman Ghana mu aha eye arrival hall ranso upie ko anim honom a enipa pi ene wo honom ebinum betimi aye abusuafo a wo mo ebetwen Ukraine fo a wo free Ukraine eba oman Ghana mu ebi nso eye wonom a wo twen abusuafo na se wade hye a wo free aman hodo so eba oman Ghana mu enti wo ba ha wo hwe de se de hasi aye no a ya ye gina ha yi eye ensamkyerefo ene empanimfo a ewo asoye hwe amanebo ho nsam so ene asoye hwe amanone ho nsam so ene yaba bedi nhyiemu wo hanum se ya ye twen se wonom ho a esuade ewo Ukraine ya basabasa ye ko so obetimi abepie o man Ghana mu na yaje wonum ofeso ye free hanum say ye beko Accra International Conference Center eho na wonum ho a wabusuafo efri Ukraine ba ye obetimi ne wonum ababekasa abedi nketa ho na wode wonum ade akofie enti ye gina hanum say ye na chese enunti na ye ba ye wo hwe sede adwumayefo no ewa ha obi a ye krado ye a wo twen se wonum beba no se wonema enekura womo na mu yedura wo beje ade ama womo na baby a box and any idea no won so obetimi agi bibia de ama womo na ayekama enti emfonyina ewo Kotoka International Airport na metwa de achwe ahwefo no sebeye na enkoye se ebia de asoye ne kae no enya no krenti ene yaba bepie mu ewa ha na nke ye hwekwan se no nso empa mu pepepe no aba bedru na nso enya ne nte se me se flight na delay kakra nti si ye kasa ide no nwatwe abo nso ye guso aye atwen se wo mu ba bedru o my Ghana mu na ya hwe se di wo mu hu sitie na obusuafo so abefa wo mu akonti na nana ubisa ya emfonyina anasa de yakoso ewo Kotoka na metwa de ama ahwefo no
na anye bia cha penifoma amwaso te flight croport ya ede adihye eba no
yebusa flight kra ede wo moba nanso asoye no akasamafo ekyerese omo pese flight ni beduransa omo wi ayekopie mu wo conference center de wo mu bia no wo de beto ahwefo enim wo de beto nsamkyerefo nso enim na ahwefo nso atibi
sanipa ya ebe nyame ya adomo a omu nyina na mpenimfo ahyehyɛ sɛ omu do omu nyina bɛkɔ conference center hɔ na omu awofo omu ahwefo na eba ne omu nyina akɔ akohyia hɔ ana sɛ bia ebinom hɔ no mu a yi omu awofo ne omu ahwefo no so tirima omu so aba airport hɔ wɔ atwene mu twɛn sɛ omu besi fam
nanka ne pepe mu a nana sɛ de wudi kankan no nka obi efra bo kyere ba wɔ sɛ na busuani be hyia no wɔ ekwan ya no na waje no ofeso edi no kofie ne nso enam se we yaban ankasa ene de wo mo ebe man Ghana mu nti ya yenya ne se ebebo wonum nyina no ewo bas mu ne ye de nyina akwakopie mu ewo conference center eho ena asoye no ene wonum ebedi nkomo woni wodi nkomo wi a na afa yabusuafo atimi afa wo mo ade e de akofie
enra entia yenya ye free asoye hwe yama no ne nsemi so ne kyese krata aba efri yapomden adwumakuo no se pre-departure PCR and COVID-19 vaccination certificate waiver for Ghanaian students abroad enti omo eba no nya de a ebia COVID test ni ade bia de betwintwan omo anemu enti na ba no a omo eba no asisi amo ho amo twen no sabio asem na abade na nso yare no so yani wo ho pa so omu ba beduru ho omu de COVID test ne ho ne ye mo mu nya bi wo ho
na enokran so ya asem a ye bisa empanimfo no na kame ayese omu mpese omu ne ye bekasa ne animu ya agese bibia akona wie ye ansa na meso migidi secha wo mache nyina bi kura enokran na ka ho bi ntia no so bo pa ho si meduasa no wo mo ntimi ameka yensa ba ha enti migidi ye se de COVID-19 yade na ba obi ebo ne ho ban no mpanimfo so behwe na mu de year to year na nkopa se mu fra man ho so na ba o man Ghana mu nso omo de yade no aba besan obi anase bibi enso aye wa enso yatete ye ho ntem ya bo ya hye nose mask udura ni mo nso sanitizer wo ho de bia ye honsa enti ye mu ya bo ye ho ban dada enti ye hwe kwan se omo nso mbeba no nso de mpanimfo ehwe free omo ho no betimi aye no wadi hyehyeye no so se be ye a enkofa se eba aye no yade bi nso afa wo mo so e de abesan obi e wo man Ghana mu
echa medawase na meja ona obekoso afi wani se de samansama bi sama ne tamfu nsu no ho na wahwe de ekoso bia na nipa eba me ogidie se wo nyina eba beduru asundwem na se de etie bia no enkoma ewo se yedie bia no yedi nti ewumu a na se wo nya beduru a yebesa ba onchen na so obenya bi kura no mwakasa ansa sensusu no aso no be krado safi de o metu o manum tu ana o de bi betu dwa na yaba ababeje yenu aba akua echa oya kwan e na wote se yene no edi nkomo free Kotoka International Airport na chese nipa wonomo eba na ene asemu a asie e wo Ukraine Russia fo ko so awon so na hunsunsanso bi aka ya desia esua de wo Ukraine na abanya ye akofo mu edo mu eba no kai se enye wonum nyina na eba na nipa wo Ukraine no sanse obia wo ba bia wote nti nhyehyɛ no ekose ba bia wo no oman a ene ne bohye ben ho no ne ombo aman be se nan ase num Slovakia, Romania, Poland nom se ba bia ben wo no a yehye a ubetimi ewura saa oman no no empanifo aye nhye ya ye do free Ukraine ho ewura saa man no sanse Ukraine se wie mu ayehye adu prayer se ko fa ba bi se kimu ahra asojafo atena to fom sanse wo mu nim nipa bonfo a wo ba enti na je se ho asem eno no enti wo moden na mpanifo nsa kan na wo mde wutwa hye na ene yekuru na akwa koduru so no wienhye be kra do ma ye de wa be fie no wa be duru asomdwe we ne nhye ya ban e de egu akwan mu se oye enti hu se ebramfo ni to ho no hu osoafo a wono hwa ma no ne nsem so ni na be de akire yira kwakwa mpratwum sapon chele ayikobo twa asem na meka ni yira kwakwa mpratwum sapon santima pon machim dwani a osai so afa be de akire ne mpanifo nka ye bia omo ho atoto bibia ba mamenko eye honorable Ebenezer Okletete labi wono ene ye machim dwani edima omanfo lowa manya krobo ewo eye zoom ahoma no so na ye ne no eni nkomo honorable mo ache mo akwa baba bedwam so
yeah
na wapo no mboko de
yami adom mboko
onam kwan mu no
me nam kwan mu na traffic no ni 2 hours ni me car syntax me try say me use Google map use bypass but anye kra traffic na no pano anope ayedin pa ba be piem wo Gifford road na ehon mu kra de di branch baby anami nam no
asem hefa pot na wo free a wo ba sisi a wo di 2 hours e wo krom na wonti meduru baby a wo koi
anya small team ni anya agro wo obo se me dasu kra me tika no mo me drive me ndam street
no me hu pa
na me divert na ga me use diversion bi ba eno so no medu ha no me hu se from roundabout no mo ko fa labadi honu baby me pesa ga me from about honu so indicate actually me se honu so actually super you know e say me say me asemo nti say na this over nkakrom and opa there so sorry be say no 9 asa na bia wa be do be say 8 o'clock na edin
asemo honorable area wo atomu bi wo as a member of parliament na we obia sabe omen okabie wo ofo say den e be say traffic issue because a huge challenge the magana this year bebre especially say obi o kra de say wa out o kan tutimi wura ba bi obi a o tetrotro mu public transport mu so otim wan so otim it just imagine say obi free ba bi a wo free a wo be na o ba adwuma mu a me sure say unsi mu ntem kakra na akbo no nwotwe ekobo no nkron wonu adwuma mu productivity na affect no
yes I'm say me that say who be here say you be pay alternatives na train uko amanonia omu use train ne buses buses no omu wo mu lane na omu nam mu ne ade na yenye nu na omu kura enukura chi no omu wo peak period na de make no way traffic ya chi say no ye ma ye hu be say another an hour or 2 I be say traffic that perform and it much as hu be here say ye be pay alternatives to say buses ni train na make no eye bibia wiase mu nyina no em say beba ye kwakodu no cars ne ya dosu nipa nso ya dosu eniti no eye bibia ye be ye be try say we adapt by say ye be sorry in term na u ko bibia you won't wait till e bia 30 minutes and 1 hour and na wasim we be sorry in term e be inconvenience we more there but I think that is the situation according to climate change say I can want some we are saying until we need to adapt to some of these things. The inconvenience that we can be higher. So that is a yes answer and be boy.
Honorable, minim say bia baby a wonam we comfortable say obetimi edi nkomo kakra to aso because
yes. My package say they say na go doing there. Me wo Bema camp. Until me package na minimum edi nkomo na wi ansa na memu.
All right. Said the waka say opake na edi nkomo edi definitely next say oman no ne dwumadie no ho edo ewo wakoma mu pa na Enra National Democratic Congress NDC mo ye press conference mo chim say mo petition the Commonwealth Secretariat efa niema bia ekoso wo man mu a musu say human right abuse ne ho keka ho especially when say aban a otiswe etunani e de asi nipa bi so number of them number mo din bi say ra ato forcing a former deputy minister currently member of parliament afi Dr. Stephen Opuni afi chairman of Oswampofo quite a number of them na mbobo mudin mo kire mu se ekwan ade omo nam so ne nioma bia ekoso o mem no se Commonwealth for no mo ho ampa na omo so mo values ne enhye bia omo de ye adwuma ene oman Ghana ye signatory and as ye part of a Commonwealth of Nations no ye ma bani bu ne ma bebre so nti omo ntwa omo ni mehwe. Why this move, honorable?
Me that say say o kan waja as central for nso a omo no so no say unya kasa kakra na ya ba be chiw no say no de o refi kakra we yi afim ene nyina ka ho enye NDC fo nko but ye be say e kire say Ghana amamuo na ye sha ase no akoye amamo bi obroni beka say very very intolerant na wo hwe omampanyi Akufo-Addo ansa na obeba no ne nyina ye bunu say oyobi a owo gidie ewo a rule of law mu say ye di mra eye adwuma say ye gidi ewo kebimamin kebimu na the drivers of kebimamin kebi no freedom of speech obi awo ho kwan say de how de wo oboso utimika na enu nkyere say unya asem say court but na minua mama ka kire mi nkyere apart from the ekosu no nyina no ubeka say former IGP Asante Apietu ono ne na sistema odi court no the judge judge oti edwamu oka ye ne say unnim nipa woma uni woma ba unnim woma omunim woma ba court no ti onto ne hofo and then see here or withdraw the case no because when who say the judiciary and kasa so have been infiltrated so the can say now I mean we can go on and on and on and on they can nsembrebre in fact we know they doors and it, you know say if we belong to the Committee of Nations that's a BB see to say they are and Russia akwa attack Ukraine what they accept na ko UN you belong to Commonwealth and you subscribe to womu mra ni ade nyina anything no say BB cause that enya we will not take guns we wogidie e democracy mu anything no ekuo na ye nyina yakodom no ye de asem no koma womu se ne be ya daachi bi no asem bi sia womu ma me blame ye say ya famra enya adwuma anything na it is adwanto no koma womu no
na honorable de wo kan minim say omey omuye nyina ye gitum say emra e wo say ye adwuma rule of law na ye ye adwuma na rule of law no the tenets of rule of law na say the principle of rule of law no e kire say emra na ye supreme afa so we are all equal before the law and the enjoyment of fundamental human rights ne ho kekeka ho sa ne ma we nyina no feel say enye nioma ekoso ne mum ye court no enye competent enough and say omo aye bias to the sense say omo uphold the principles of rule of law ana person kire
and Ghana no one can best describe Ghana say there's a reign of terror and obia enra and obia the ekoso look the ekoso His Excellency the ekoso His Excellency John Mahama the time asofo ahemfo civil society group ni ade sorry here ebinom kura machi call Flagstaff House ni ade no ene no the cost no emuso more than 100 times but edenti na obi antimi nka wansem ehu bi abese nkofo mu because uye fifi ye baba bechew because ene no radio presenter ekoka say omampanyin yire akoto asase yetimi beti na najo yetimi beti na no the same thing happened during omampanyin dada Dramani na Breso the sitting vice president say ya ni yire etimi jira ho no mu edidi John Dramani Mahama atem obi anfana nko ba bia John Mama dey na yanka fa ne ho but because he believes that wano enye tuo anything say whatever you want at the end of the day no he will be vindicated because the truth there stands truth there enye ade obetumi etise nyin say wo ye enye ade a obetumi dey asie anything say nipa dey na no kan sema eno nkyere say what do you say ekochi no ene hwede ekoso I don't support a lot of the things all your money fix the country papa we are actually saying ube who say or say mu passi illegal ya so the make na say I don't me asem no kan ya no me mpoaso say say o kasasa but I don't at the same time no so no me nye ni say the wo mo ye ni say ya no munim say asem no kan ya no treason what felony magistrate court entimi eni sa asem no magistrate court entimi money bail adentina persistently no for 3 weeks 4 weeks continuously they say no and we didn't call the same place if it is not a very long hand be the direct here and then Rebecca when you know can only ever say no Ghana no sebio ye famra enye juma mrano discriminate e bi mo hono ma asem beba o mo so wɔn sɔn ebinom nso wɔ hɔ nom a ɛnɛ unya yɛ bibi fifi bi a yɛde kɔ ebi ni sɛ ɛnɛ ɔfrɛ sɛ public procurement authority wɔn bɔs no ɛnɛ ɔnam hɔ free ɛyɛ obi akabali sɛ ɔgyina court yɛtwi na se dendendendendende adan ti na sɛ sisa. Ene ye Ghana han mu na ebinim onamo ofuso ampofo ni issue say ya tapes bebre e Ghana han mu tapes bebre ebinim say ya doctor ebinim say enye omo voice ene no ono ne de no kra enye video ono ne de ne video ene ya chi na se e wo court but ye wo videos a anas etwa ye akohu obi a ogisika akohu obi a yesi ye fight galamsey then so do the same woman no fight galamsey no ye ti wo mo video so a wo mo gi bribe wo mo bo amafo mo amakwa say ye nsuo ni ade and then wo mo ni court but ofoso abofo e wo court adenti animal farm ne wa na anything no say ye kan Edika say you can. And it know what we have done, no. Any so I mean, we don't want to take the law into our hands. Yeah, the pebe kwa bibi. A quack sena ya domino. Yeah, the quack, yeah, the quack. The assembly quack to woman. Woman who say Mika. Now, maybe him say, woman kasa, what is going on in this country? And it, you know, they will not sit down. Whatever they have to do about it, you know, they will do it.
All right. Honorable, Obivisa say, na emraye juma said there was a ye pepe, and na ebreimuno, ajiegu, anase, it's been so for a long time.
Oh, it has been so for which time? Basically, for the 5 years, and now 5 and a few months, now Kufa do about transfer. Everything a Diego. Look, you were Ghana Haramono. You got and up to today from 20 December 7th. The election unprecedented. They be see that. Yakum nipa 8. Omanpenyi and 2 num onka who ever because he doesn't care. Is it fair? Is it fair? Look at what happened. Look at a committee now. And you know everything is wrong. Things are not getting. I mean, things are not being done right. And it's yen said the cost no and yet yen Opuni. Dr. Opuni, I am not saying me kase we di for another only for. But the point is say share the cost to Opuni case mu. And then you can say share the cost to other cases. Atu forcing. Assembly see you know. Assembly see you know. That he was not even in government. And then put the wine at the NT because of the levy. Because he's the number one advocate against the cost student, you know. You want to find a way, use the judiciary. Now with their twisty normal organ animal and Nijinanti Anna, the can say the econo said Obi I'm sorry and Kawan Sema BBC may be blaming and inti and I had the crocodile woman.
All right, Honorable Mesa Baso now attach war as Obia, what radio university paying, or you tag member paying on. Now, I share you tag issue, but Mamma, Unia, Dennis, Miracles, Abuaja, National Communications Team member, MPP, Watanasi, will studio Hanum say, Emrem Kakra, Ewo petition Yamode, I call a year Commonwealth Secretariat. Dennis, good morning. Good morning, Mia. Upon Boko, device election. Yeah, actually, I'm putting on wait here on a book, let tell Abikakra about reasons in Tia. Or more petition Commonwealth, or person trim said they can't take the law into their hands, but Omunim said Ghana is signatory, and as a part of a Commonwealth of Nations in Intino. Your values be near principles be or your member also the edgema. They abuse back home into Omochoma Gens to see and Kabibi and Choman Penny and Abai.
Remember that say, now make here I have phone now. And this is for the say every day as the days go by, Omo Puvi actually Ghana for say. The alternative that the Ghanaian people are looking for. Over Kaya, some time ago, na ye kwakoji Chinese loan be a development. Omucho letter from IMF no World Bank. Okay. Some time ago, omucho letter, I think even to the US Senate. They try as much as possible say adie bia edim punto be bo man mu bia no. Eso mugu hu fi. Omugu hu fi en Ghana fon kon. Omugu hu fi ko wiase afa na nyina. And it's beginning to become a worry to all of us as a people. A friend is saying petition to call Commonwealth Denisi. What to say the second aqua coach? What to say buying aqua coach be the Nakoshe demu alokeno the bottles of unity. And now what to say buying aqua cophobia when fee ni demu au feeding a Nakojina shooting range abon to Kunana. Emra and a year juma. Meaning I would say almost every day, every week, what's evening radios. Abaya Babacho. Abaya chedache hine. What to say police abechi Obi. And what to say police abechi Dominic and so my hine. Ghana ha she radio stations do a walk on my way. Na share journalists and presenters do a walk my way. Emu say what to say Abayachi. And I say what to say Abayin Atetium 2009. Yeni krumwa. Okay, was it Adam Mahama? One journalist via Omoche no under President John Mahama. Not Trias will be an agent from her. Almost I didn't notice security zone. Almost need to almost about 3 or 4 days. Okay, Fadi. Almost in our airport. Oh, to quiet on the baby. Almost in our airport. I didn't go to without any trial. What to say under another drunk Kufuado? A buying Achi Ubia and Fananko Court, Emma Embra, any Nindi. They were arresting people and putting them into BNI cells and national security cells without even any recourse to the law. And these people, I'm just trying to explain to you, say petition and say petition those times. Because they did what they are complaining about. We have never done any of these things. Petition Bobie and Sane or Hinibabwa or Hinibabwa court any day. And you know ko di court atem. Odi na do atem. What is say o ba no odi na do atem. He went to accuse the court. The court cited him for contempt. Court na ni di. Bobie ukotwa ntro Emma aka incite your friend is saying a certain part of the community against the public officials. And a police invited will say, this is what we have heard, say Watro and Awaka. Entibra, you didn't go upon several invitations by the police. And police in the NDC 4% say we are NDC ni no say police invite wa. That's one kwa police in who kwase on becho. Nobody brain wedi.
As someone can say emrade o say ye but as a discriminatory issues say wo krum ha. As a nipa bi nko ade na moni e wo.
You see as a chrono wakọ bokọ ne ya che na no kofi wi e wan chara da be che me. Chrono ye chrono. Kofi wi e ya nche no. Wo wi e ya che wo. Say when we are catch and say when we are. That they also bon dey my bad mention me because one che kofi. Stand e du bo man. Wo de bon no so why you. Me no say bia ko be ka say wan ye. Why? Na mo say anche kofi nti mention me. O ka opuni wo court. Yanko che Kennedy Japan for nanko jira court. Yako ka say oh we dey say some kutu bi mama nka say or the sledgehammer across the beku ants. Yanfo ko jom penu mi nanko jina court under NDC abai. O complaining about ato force. Sato force ye you know center radio so dey be kan. TV so dey be kan. Court dey be kan. Abai say ambulance bi am kototo ye. Ambulance no enye papa. Mo de kan na be so o man no. According to your mbra no mobile money ka nti yedu ko dia sani bia o ma fa anko hye de mu ntwa o ma o yedu ko court o ho kwan so be fa lawyer kona ko ka wasem na radio so na be ka no TV so na be ka no eni to we NDC ni a na odi boni e me ma emra ni wundi emra na NDC for abai mu no ma fa yenko fa anko jira court asamo boy team no ma fa ma anko court o kai quality grain or popular quality grain issue NIB form penny for na ma fa ma anko court obi cho letter ko we fa ne say come out in UN then as uncle for young somotisa. I am running to do mine. When they were in government, they arrested a lot of journalists arbitrarily. Omo got a man from Omo Bakumpa court. Omo the MPP from penny for be break court. Obi and Cholet and call a friend say come out. Munkwa de mo say momo go for your bonia. E my fam rani omundi. Na de momo ye special say ya kam. Obi fufro ya am running indi. Na mo de che say e na obi obedi boni bia wo man we mu bia ndisi for back otanechi. Obi obedi enuomo ho sem bia wo man we mu bia ndisi for back otanechi. Enti are they anti-development or they really want progress for the state as a people? Omo de ade bia di mpunto obebo man mu bia no ombe kwatia. Ena ya gina ha ye ka sei. Wo de mo ndisi 40 so bia fatu akwa gina parliament so ko bobo MPC tu na ye nche no ndisi for back gina na chi sa na ma che no. Obi to be kono watro se na niam se ko de ma hwe ni ya me ankasa medi me hu bajim na ma yeku embrani ni di and this for tanachi. What kind of people is it? Sani ebu oman obi a wo pese oman ya wo pese wo ba bedi oman nanim na wo eniswade hu ni se ye beto abama na daache wo ba beli di oman no wo se oman ne mbo ene umpanifo nyina efreku umpanifo leaders of the party opposition party no ka se Ghana ha omo freku na se Kuba obede no webu oman no e de koso Ukraine ujiri se koso to aso se na wotwe ka ho a oman bi be ho ifa ni Ukraine na ye benyo obi edi nanim. We need to condemn these NDC people. We need to condemn them and condemn their leadership from the leadership of the party through parliament to the base. We need to condemn them. Yes, it is wrong, it is dangerous to our democracy. Can you put back on my way? Abai way obeka say police akwa kwache na onyina court and one fananko as a libya boba kwache me your journalists almost about 2,000 or say 3,000 your radio station be 400 emu say no what say abai way ache no e bienu me no ma here body is it the case mo aban no mo mpeso obi abeka mo ase me pacho me ba wo ka say obi ache wo enra me ba ko say obi ache no even NDC for kran ka say o mo kan sama kase enra me na erikeje ne wo ko say utie no obi be che no. But journalists mienu o se miensa na omo say friend say omo gina court no ka de omo ye we were obi ache obi afafo na fraud say bra na ye because of asem ya waka enti we a classic example who can so massa answer no me ba Adom TV da che hine mu nyina what is obi aba ba chi omo What is so be a multimedia say obechi Israel yako. Na say a friend say na mo ye economics na breadnomics yi. Mu kura dokro ba ko akura bodo ba obi eche no. So what are you talking about? These are miscreants journalists, indisciplined journalists. Mo person mind bo.
I don't know from
miscreant ni say miscreant obi o miscreant. Example ni say o man etimu a edim bra ye adwuma na police atomfa insa afro o se bra. O se benko. Onye miscreant o ye de. Ade eti ye into uti udi di say and also na say obi say police has sent a text message. Say you invite oba ni nko ba onko. There are some institutions in this country we cannot allow them to be disrespected. The judiciary and the security services.
I know some NDC for say
and
one say no. And
boba ko a o gidi say we dey wan yahwe ni akoche no boba ko. Mention one. Bobi answer. Ohini bo ma enya ban na chi no court na che no for contempt. Okodi judges atem wan kodi president Akufo-Addo atem. Bobi answer wan kodi president Akufo-Addo atem.
So okoka na irasa.
Na okoka una omo invite say bra. Okoye. Omo anche no because of asem okafa a friend say first lead who. Omo che because he refused the invitation of the police. Oh, that is why he was arrested. He wasn't arrested because your friend said okoka first lady asem. He was arrested because he refused the invitation of the police. That is the basis of his arrest. Omo che omo fana court. Omo ne ko share dem the bottles unity. Omo ne ko court okoka na asem. Police from San Kamasem, quarter money bill. And Mrano, I am Rana near to us. Into a fear day. All right. Omon Cholete and Comas. Omon Cholete and Co Jupiter. And Mrana Yenina Yacheno. Some Mrana near the Bay Duma. Some go for and your man more approve Chinese loan. Say 2 billion. They say, more loan on Magasate Parliament or more approve you. We no mass actual letters. I come my ABF. Say loan no yem premo monje. These same people. The NDC are anti-development. And it is high time Ghana for never be any hu. Yet here ye kase ye ne fiti no pa Ghana ha fiti no pa kopem anwumre 10. E ye politics nko radio stations nyina. What is here to enti ye ntro ni nkontopo. Enye o man na ugu ye mufi.
Ma me sama honorable tell bi mremu kakra nsa na mema enya hwe so wo me nchen wa ha nti wo benya opportunity ne mo sense wa pake na oye need nko honorable tell bi bremu kakra na hwe se obetimi aka bibi kakra fa de waka no na wo de yuta de na to aso a
onim my very cry I feel very sorry for the country called Ghana. Seriously, for the
hello.
Bet of the gentleman not to same no kika no. And ogochi, when we invited Bobi Ansano. What were the reasons given before he was invited? Such that he did not go. And what were the reasons? But
that wasn't the reason why he was arrested. He wasn't arrested because of what he said. He was arrested because he refused an invitation of the police.
Then that is madness. In a sense that is, I mean, it's senseless.
Because it's NDC, it's madness.
It's senseless because
when you arrested Fadi, it wasn't madness.
Oh please, why are you interfering? Should I go off?
Oh no, go off. Sorry, I apologize.
Because I listened to what. Should I go off? I'm wasting my damn, whatever on this world. If you wouldn't allow me to, I just go off. Because what is said, you're not cutting in. Look, so the police, you are telling me that the police are just going around inviting people. If you don't go, then they come and arrest you for no reason. Because the police will not just get up and invite you because they want to invite you. They invited him because he wanted first lady. I said, and it is a fact, and then Canada, Japan has even, confirmed the fact that project is still ongoing. As I said, and it is true. It is true. Now, Okasa Nanu Yetio, who's or inciting against public, is the first lady a public officer? When did the first lady become a public officer in this country? You see, double standards. This hypocrisy of the MPP is what will kill Ghana. The hypocrisy, that is why you are unable to carry people along. And we are where we are. You are saying Ghana, NDC is anti-development. I see. I bless the day Ghana was born. Because who's it NDC, anti-development? The people of Ghana are listening to you. But I am not surprised because every desperate situation demands desperate, reactions and actions. Otherwise, who will believe what we are saying? Why? Things are not going well. No man goes to here. Everybody is quiet, not because nothing is happening, because they are afraid. Because for the first time in this country, journalists have been assassinated because and who can say he was silent on the issue. For the first time, Yaya election, 8 people have been killed. The president did not find reason to even comment on it. He's silent on it. Dead silent on it. Nipakwa Obia, champion of the rule of law, and then he's so quiet. He is so quiet. The person who said, he will prefer a cacophonous, media to, a situation where we have criminalizing of speech. Today, you are there saying, some media persons are, what we are irresponsible. Anything, they should be arrested. Whatever they do should be criminalized. My God, where are we today? Well, we have decided, and the NDC rightly so, have decided, we are drawing the attention of the Commonwealth that this is what is happening. I'm sure they have their ears on the ground. When John Mahama was president, and whatever they want to say about it, they should say it. If they dismiss it, so be it. Because they be and I'm sure, whatever advice they'll give, we'll work with it. But in the meantime, what we are saying is that
honorable line
this country.
Emsa Saba. Hello, honorable.
Sir, even when people are being killed, he will not comment about it because he's enjoying it, and that is how he feels. Say, you rule this country, and it's say you can't now moment here, and I make the consequences. Who is calling for coup? Who is calling for coup in this country? What's the NDC for? Sorry, a penny for coup. NDC for penny for why no man got them? Maybe I can say coup. Why not go say coup? You see, I will not allow him to drag me to drift into normal system. But let's come back to a Utah issue. No?
A quick one, me break time as just a quick one on Utah.
Well, the American is there. Utah we are all in the same, situation. The country has been mismanaged to the extent that as we speak today, Ghana is broke. Ghana is broke beyond, beyond, everything. To the extent that, and then many will say, and then those who were touted as people with a magic one when it comes to the management of the economy, and then one journey. Today, where is the dollar? The dollar is past, 7 cities. The dollar is gradually breaking the 8. Baumia is gone silent. So what I advise the youth said, one man say situation, and it I will plead with them. One will share your mano. Yeah, one will share your mano. Now, one will go back to the lecture hall, and the reward, in the future, in the very near future for them. Those who care will come. And they will take good care of them.
All right.
I'm just pleading.
All right.
As a parent and as a university teacher myself, I'm pleading with them, sir. We've been through this for some time, and the only way that we can find our way clear. No, say they will help us, unseat this incompetent, government, incompetent to the extent that they will not even accept their mistakes.
All right. Honorable Telabi, I now asina yebejina we suna ye twa ye ho aba yeba Dennis ebeto aso with ononso submission. All right, ya mo akwa ba biemu dia ba Adom TV Badwam pense mo so me ne Dennis Miracles aboaje ene wa ha na yedi nkomo afa NDC petition ne ho ne other matters, but said ya no pay ye call Kotoka International Airport no yate aban abon ho modern pa se me ka say Ghana school for ni bia ba bedru nti yenko eye Kotoka International Airport sisi na kwechan o yi akwan echa
mete on Ghana na
yate sa school for nya ba bedru all right it is am join your Adom TV so say Facebook or say live obehunu echa boy yenko mo kakra
nana me say if it am pan yegusu aye di enkomo efa Ghana fa wo mo ewo Ukraine na mo sua de ye ne Ghana ban e de wo mo ebepie mo ewo my Ghana mo na wo hwe kasafonyini ye a etwago ewo TV su de a wonum bi na abetena se ya edunsia na ye hwe kwan so mba beduru sisi o mama ba no me say emu enwotwe ase dubi pe na aba beduru Yeguswa ye twen sedunsia ni nyina eba beduru omunya beduru pra na afei ye no wo mapia bonten akohye abusua ansa na ya conference center entinana sede anopa yeguswa ye di nkomo no ebi na ete wonom no enije nko a wo hwe wo manim ne serie nko na ewo wo mo anim ya omani agiye se aban etimi ede wo mabepie mu ewo my Ghana mo biem
na echa minim se bia for na monya information as to say we mu no omo fa Poland ne ba ya omo fa Romania omo fa ehefa ehefo na aba bedre san se
nana ye de aso etoto fam no enti ya nya free mpanifo ene se we mu no ekudi kan kopie mu ewo Poland omo free wono eno mo ko Doha eho eno mo ko fa Qatar Airline ena ode be pie mu ewo my Ghana mu nti Qatar Airline ene be si wo mu be fa ede aba be pie mu ewo my Ghana mu nso we mu de Qatar Airline ena ode ebe pie mu ewo my Ghana mu.
All right, nice Qatar Airways na minyi ni se ebre mu epedifo ma mo kwa ma mo no madi nkomo
sidi entwentwen so kakra na so ye bompa ye se ye kopie mu conference center nipo person woni ye kasa ne de Adom kasa ye de wonim se ye de ye penchiremu ene mfifi mu ama omanfo so anya biate nti ye bebo modin ase ye ne abusuafo ne bi enne wonum a efri Ukraine ba ye no so ebetimi edi nkomo na de kodie mo ho wo hwe se de ekọ no a ye so mo ntete wo ho ntem esan COVID-19 yade no enti test no medical ye dada enti wo mo ntete wo ho ntem se be ye a enkofa yade bia entre enko fa obia emunti omo hihye omo ho yi atena se nti se de wo hwe no se de ebigusu a wo mo eba ye kan ahwe se 16 no ebeso a eso ya na chese wo mu nyina na aba bedru no ansana ya hwe se ebetimi ene ebi abonkomo.
All right. Echa oyi akwan ma na wase na bibia ni ebesa aba ho biem nua echa oyi akwan na wote nka free Kotoka Ghana de hia na wo ho na eja awofo ene adofo ne abusuafo yem hihye ebia di kan ba di ne wugidie se omo maka no nso se de hihye ni gu akwan mo beba Dennis nti na chese yebebo Ministry of Foreign Affairs so aba so yepa we yinom eye omo a omo cross border no from Ukraine ekura Poland na de omo no.
I think say any jesem I mean from the get go we hear the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and manage the situation now. It's also clearly say they were in touch with Ghana for war Ukraine because initially they told them so we'll be baby in share, we'll be payment helped because someone on my boy my coordinate here and you go so a bomb pie share and coupon say more macano and so into me because I know you'll be ample no bit me chance now but me a contact Ghana depending on the one. This is good news. Yeah, Yemo bedroom sitting kwa. Yes, so more can also into Mekayom. Human rights abuses and tronkwa. A deliberate orchestration from the NDC. A idea omonida wa omashada oma dwimu no se to de bia utwantro bebre na ukoso twantro na be no kre. And that's what they are trying to do. Menyini se Ghana ni bi owoto kromi wa Ghana bebia be gia to court. Omambre so net sense. Ambe no kra antro letter kokomot. I've given you examples. More examples of Mahama, Awudu Mahama mo. There was another Emmanuel Kubibi. I also can ho mo che no. More example of Fadi. Aye che no ewo airport. Obi ni bebi no kwhye. More example, edu bebi kra open.
Me asema omampeni da John Dramani Mahama kan ye enie. O se aban de bulldozer krampo ene beku ntati ano krombe. So long as o madribo no.
They na ukoti.
Omampeni dada kufo e complete Mahama kese no ene eku ntati a. Nti omampeni kufo asema kan in 2012 no. April 2012 John Dramani Mahama response ni. O se government will even use a bulldozer to kill the ant whose intention is to foment trouble. This was after they've gone into the arbitrary arrest of Kene Japan, Awudu Mahama, the reporter, almost about 400 newspapers, 400 radio stations, any TV stations, Facebook near there, and a eyo mojuma. Yanko obi aye. Ono a friend is saying honorable teller bi oka say so bi anche ne. Metie obi ameche me, obi anche we. Oko multimedia platform obi anche obi aye. Enti utro letema come out say kettle free speech. Bobby Ansah was arrested because police fought to suffer in one court. He wasn't arrested even based on what he said, because of what he said. Because your kind there, police and question. Almost the invitation on several occasions, he did not go. The police have released a statement to explain this. And he wasn't arrested based on Nasamo Kahe. I need to make us a free speech. He was arrested based on the miscreant behavior by refusing the invitation of the Ghana Police Service. Baker or what court CCA. He's arrested because Osi Obeyeku. That is what he said. NDC force yenja omo. Nipa no Obeyeku ba yenja no. The same NDC. Se nipa no koso no yeku an kombeka senti aban intelligence ante. Nipa no try so be onyaku obeye no omo ehu. E na omo tira wo ye ni hwe ne han e na waba beyeku no. Unim sania omusuban tie. Enom kase ya etrom kase. It's all about political expediency. Ade bi on be ye be monya political boba. You see ese man ye nyina men this 40 years say. Ghana fon kan say omu raise concerns about MPP amembu ntia no mo pay this you. Ghana fon ka obebi ada. Ghanaians have never said oh na you say omampeni ekufado ye say enunti ye pay this. They should put that at the back of their mind.
Yes, Uncle National Important say Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister no address press on 90 the oka. Yera ko am pretrum sapon yenti.
And a very difficult journey. We share with you the anxious moments that you've had to go through in the last couple of weeks. But at the end of the day, you are here with us, and we welcome you. And we thank the Almighty God that He has been with you and see you through and brought you home. And in the next couple of minutes or hours, you will reconcile and re-engage with your families. We have to thank your leaders who has worked with our officials at the various missions to make it possible for you to get here today. And the government is determined to continue to make sure that your colleagues who are still in transit to be evacuated will eventually be evacuated. Now, there is one important thing that we need to score. Information coming in indicates that Ghana is the first African country to have been able to evacuate some of their compatriots and some of their students. So at least, if not for anything at all, the government of Nana Akufo-Addo has scored a first. After this short engagement with you, and at about 10 o'clock, the Minister for Foreign Affairs will be meeting the parents of students who have been caught up in this unfortunate situation in Ukraine. Ghana on its side is doing its best to try to encourage Russia to stop the attack and the atrocities that they are meting out on the citizens of Ukraine. And we also want to go on record to thank the International Migration Organization for the support that they are giving. And we also want us all to remember our compatriots who have so far not been able to be evacuated. As at this morning, we understand there are about 500 of our compatriots who've managed to cross from Ukraine to the other neighboring countries, especially Poland, Romania, Hungary, Moldova, Slovakia, and just a couple of minutes ago, we understand some of your compatriots are Sumi. Hopefully, will be able to cross over to Russian territory itself. The government has laid plans to evacuate every student or every Ghanaian who is prepared and ready to come home. We have liaised very well with Qatar Airways and Turkish Airlines, and they have agreed that any Ghanaian who has crossed to any of these countries where they do fly will be flown home within the next couple of days. It is very important that we all do remember them in our prayers, that the good Lord will deliver them safely into a safe shelter and eventually back home to Ghana. I thank you very much and I welcome you home. Come and enjoy your stay back home. And we are sure in the very near couple of days, hopefully Russia will stop its aggression and it becomes possible for you to go back and continue with your education. On behalf of my minister, I wish to welcome you finally again and then to thank you for your attention this morning. Akwaba, once again.
How many people are we expecting to
There you go.
UTV. Why is
you
UTV?
You were told not to go there.
Thank you.
Eti ebo ehia kumana na kontonchi desie yira kwakwa mpretwum sapasa ntema mpomrahye bedwani ona eso afọ bi de kira ohwe amanane nsem so ona ate so address press no o kire anamonto aban na to as we speak Ghana adehye besa henum na timi akroso free Ukraine osan ede nsem bi etudwa moma yentie kakra nsa.
A faith medical year student at Bukovanian State Medical University. I've studied for 5 years in Ukraine, and this is quite unfortunate we have to come home. But I want to first of all thank the Almighty God, also thank the government of Ghana, thank the various ambassadors, thank the ministry, and also reassure parents that their children will be back home. Siblings should be calm, friends should be calm. The government is doing its possible best to make us all come back home. For the meantime, we want to say thank you and we appreciate whatever has been done for us.
By na osi ebuku su ampesie na omdi hire o mano ne o makra sanse we free to ifufu topa nanka enwu guso nanka kosue asisi so kama na omde apata o mo ano ne o makra sanse wu amene mpa no mo fraba no ba bia bombo ni tuo de ntese totoɔ nyame edi o mo afofia ma o matima bedru fia so yesre twedi ampo nyakopon so o mo maka so beso o mo korenta ban so no do o mo aba ne kuntu ehwan ya ni kira na ekɔ ebeye sen ebeye se o bebe fie sen se o betena ho na bibi boni BBC answer sisi enim se Russia for mabufu show no beba for manase ma kokɔ no wosoro kokɔ sore so adwene nya adwuma ti yentimi fie ere nshi obi amu se yankasa yensem ti aban anamonto awotuo no ye bono abaso ho no Dennis yenko yenimu a
say very refreshing news and uti Honorable Petrum they said no churches and they say they have a plan.
Sure.
About
6 countries and Ukraine share borders even including Russia how nankasa na omo no eba no mpo no I think they've made arrangements omo bit me enter through Russia
exactly
on behere evacuate
I think it's welcoming news and very refreshing and we hear the calmness with which or they address the situation and let us say I see a foreign affairs ministry about any all the institutions are involved in this even almighty America
maintain so much me your free. They advise them to find private ways of leaving the country and staying underground. And see, for us to be able to do this, I think it's a big deal. And the citizens are grateful to authorities now. We are responsible for some normal way. Yeah.
All right. Enti ma main na me for say obo UTAG the enso kakra bi na
UTAG issue no. I mean me I got them person be where the politics, but what to say in this for kasa to say no bokasa na mobo. Say UTAG for nya botre so that they vote out the MPP so that they will come and care for them.
Oh, see, they care.
Yeah,
the
they
people
care.
That care.
Now who caused this? You only almost signed agreement in 2012. Not 2013 now, 2014 wo 2015 wo 2016 wo one year more. And I am a yafa. And I any omo handle situation. Me tia say, but what only omo share na wo say you care about them. Wo say you care about them. Only omo na share 4 years. And I omo share 1 year more. And I we ja ho na wo. Na wakɔte na fie na afei de wo say to me fie wo afei na wo ka kyem so you care. Nti we say you tag phone nti you tag phone so omo so sebe. Almost some crank will agree no matter the outcome. Sebe. Say, one year sign it, 1 hour the end by 2012, 2013 when fear, 2014 when fear, 2015 when fear, 2016 when fear be more, 1 hour causing mess no. 1 hour causing problem in out to who. 1 hour yet to ho. What cause the problem not 1 hour walk. Or before for now ban no any mudin sound so I hear call before so beso no. Was your money on fear no sign for 1 hour causing mess in bra. I mean, what is all this? And bra o man penini labor unions ni shia Rock City. I'm doing come extensively. I think say there's a solution in sight, and the leadership of UTAG is aware of the solution. We are buying, we show good faith in managing the situation with UTAG, and I'm very, very confident say in the next few days, this issue will be put to rest. And this is for the Kasa Yemframa. And see, focusing and concentrating on resolving the issues of all stakeholders in this country. And no, any they are gonna for a him say between my desperate, to opposition, to me. Rebecca be or the to be no becker. But you stay focused, you solve problems on one at a time. And eventually, I'm sure say Ghana for will know the difference between us and the NDC.
I will tell you why are there what you so at and throughout the show. Traffic at you United, no, what me a part of the show. Or final West na fancy, what am I?
Well, the Bajo, Obama will break a kind of reacting to a few things. The decline.
Yeah, just 2 minutes into Bajo management.
Me pese Abuaji Etiasi the air cost who you tax say no was as a result of the single spinal or man penny for the jaya or baby fish no or jatumu na ye start to say implement
NDC
so omu kasa omu hand over nose dada na if they did it with good faith, I can yes over trans 5 years no munya and it's no it shouldn't say we didn't forget anything. We're implementing what the MPP left at the time. Single spine, if you remember. Right? Don't blame the NDC. Don't blame NDC. Let me welcome young Crawford now Ukraine Ediabano. Now mama team one. But in every situation, as I say, you're taking advantage, taking advantage of the situation in emphasis no be a course wahanamo. School for no woman a medical students. Do medical and engineering. I have been number one advocate, sir. Our training institutions that it's you see, Ukraine is Ukraine now because of education. And it's whilst we work towards bringing our people back, the universities must also position themselves to take advantage of the numerous parents who are ready to pay. Training or outside. Let's see how best we can also prepare ourselves to take up some of these students.
Okay.
Institutions. I think that you should be thinking about that. As we also consider how best we can bring them, back to, Ghana.
All
the
right.
other thing too is that minister can say they want them, a bit more advancing towards Russia. I think Russia, I will not advise say headed toward that direction.
All right, Honorable Tel Mamena was say unfortunately a time no as so much need the moment for a war lower mania crobo and afi Dennis Miracle Abwaje. We need miracle na miracles. Na say yabako a doors bebre ono so a member of the MPP communications team. Medi na na say am for judgment me tell mo mama na kwamna sante na say come production team ni na me add much na message here.